We're back and having the opening coin flip here at midfield at Wireless Arena. Fusion and Law, the preseason opener, just moments away alongside Kirk Hutchinson. I'm Tim Mulware. The Fusion dressed in the black helmets with the logo on the side. They have the black numerals and the fluorescent colors down the side of their jerseys with the white pants. Dodge City Law in their gray uniforms with the gold numerals and lettering. And then they also have gray numerals on the front with gray pants.
Which makes those numbers hard to read sometimes the way they are on the
Yeah, you have to squint really well.
You have to pay close attention to all of that out there.
Yeah, the keys to the game, and I think I'm interested in finding out the battle between the two quarterbacks, Josh Floyd for Dodge City and Corey Rector, quarterback for the Fusion.
Right, it should be pretty interesting. Floyd, of course, had the great season after he came in for the Dodge City Law. And what's also interesting to me about this game and just indoor football, you have this mix. You have a guy like Josh Floyd that's been around for a number of years, played football because he loves football, still playing football. And you have other guys that are fresh out of college and they're trying to catch somebody's attention so they can catch on somewhere and maybe get a tryout at the NFL level someday.
The Fusion has won the toss, and they will elect to receive. Well, that means that we'll get our first look at Corey Rector, the quarterback, 5'10", 180 pounds from Missouri Southern, and went to Joplin High School. He'll have Brian Vincent, the younger brother of Brandon Vincent of the Law, as one of his wide receivers. They'll also have as wide receivers James Kurtz, 6'2", 210 from Chicago. And Ashton Glover, 6'2", 208, went to Fort Scott Community College and is from Houston, Texas. Up front, A.J. Eves at the center position. And they'll also have two other offensive linemen, Seth Hackney and also Dale Hunter.
Dale Hunter is another.
Yeah, he'll be a slash tight end.
Right.
He's at 6'7", 300 pounds.
With the way they line up, you've got 8 players. You line up on the offensive line and slightly different rules this year. But you line up on the offensive line with a center and a guard, and then you have a tight end, and then you have a wide receiver split end.
Opening kickoff just moments away, brought to you by Western Plains Medical Center. Trust Dr. Ashvac with all of your medical concerns. Follow the law. Think Western Plains first.
And, of course, it's only a 50-yard field, so you kick off from the end zone, because you don't have to kick it very far.
And it can go off the net. They'll also have back deep Donnell Williams and Milton Padden are back deep. Padden towards the near side for the Fusion. So kickoff towards us. Ball spotted at the goal line. And here's the kickoff, and it's away, a short kick, and going to take inside the 10. Patton will go up above the numbers and tackled at the 20-yard line, and being brought down by a quarterman who made the stop.
Well, it was a short kick. They didn't kick it long at all. Kicked it just down to the 10-yard line, just a 40-yard kick. So they're going to start now at the 20-yard line.
50-yard field, we want to remind you about that. So only 30 yards to go to get the touchdown.
So when we say they cross the 25, they cross midfield.
Cross the midfield. And the ball will be towards the left hash, moving away from us. So we'll have the quarterback, number 4, Corey Rector, a 5'10", 180-pounder. A reminder that the Fusion won their league last year, Central Plains Football League. They play outdoor with indoor rules and went 13-0, first time in league history of the 9 years that the team had done that. Running back lined up in the backfield. Vincent will get the call and tries to scat back, cuts off left, gets 5 yards, and across midfield and tackled after an 8-yard gain to the Dodge City 23-yard line. Being wrapped up by 75, Julian Welsh, a 6'3", 310-pounder from North Dakota.
Marquise George, number 90, also over there. He broke 3 tackles on his way through the line of scrimmage, but he only picked up about 8 yards.
Second down and 2 coming up for the Fusion as they look. Ball left hash from the Dodge City 23. Lifting up his foot, calling for the ball, Rector. As they'll turn, give up to Vincent up the middle, and he squirms forward and gets ankle tackled at the 20-yard line of the Law. Brought down by Rico Brooks, 6'3", 245-pounder from Eastern Arizona. Have up front Quinshawn Collins, Julian Welsh, along with Lubon Green at nose guard. Marquise George returns back, defensive end. Mark Sterling in the backfield, Dejon Love, and Rico Brooks. 1st and 10 to give to Vincent. He'll spin back left inside and back towards the numbers, and he's across the 20 down to the 19. And able to rattle off about 4 yards. Actually, it was 3rd and 1 on that last play, so they get the first down out of it on a gain of about 5.
Mark Sterling came over from his linebacker position to make the tackle that time for the Law, and they're just going with the running game, moving the ball down the field.
Dodge City Law was 2nd in the Champions Professional Indoor Football League last year against the run, 3rd against the pass of the 8 teams. Vincent is off to the right as the quarterback calls to the ball, and we'll give to Vincent again. A stunning tackle right around midfield, and
Lubon Green.
By Lubon Green, 6'2", 285-pounder. He was able to shake off the block well, and that play not going anywhere. Lost 3 in a 2nd and 13.
And he just burst right through there. There wasn't any question. There was nowhere for Vincent to go that time as he burst through there to bring him down to the backfield.
And they'll rush 3 up top. Of course, they'll have one guy back in the middle and then 4 in back in the secondary for the DC Law. Quarterback Corey Rector will survey. Ball from the Law 23 for the State Fusion. Takes the snap off his right hip and looks, steps up, hits as he throws, and it's complete. Getting it to his wide receiver, Dominique Simpson, who pulls it in as a running back, attended Mayflower High School and went to Missouri Southern across the 20 at the 19. And that gained about 4 yards, sets up a 3rd and 10.
Well, they had a good rush on, but Rector stepped up and just fired it through there to hit his receiver that time. So pretty quick. You better get rid of the ball quick in this league.
3rd down and 10 for the Forest State Fusion. 11:48 to go on the spinning clock in the 1st quarter. 3 wideouts will be lined out right. Vincent, the tailback, in the backfield. Rector will take the snap and get it cleanly. He'll look off his right hip and hand off to Vincent as he angles right, gets to the 15 and tackled at the 14, gaining 6, but they needed 4 more to go to get the first down. Sets up a 4th and 4 for the Forest State Fusion.
And you're sitting inside the 15-yard line here, so you could kick the field goal. You could just go for it from here. And they have in this league the option of a drop kick, not just a regular field goal.
And you said that's another point added beyond what the typical 3 points would be.
According to the rules, right. That's another 4. It's a 4-point kick instead of a 1.
Rector breaks the huddle. It's 4th down and 5 from just across the Law 15. He'll look and survey as they'll rush 3 for the Law. Manuel moves up in motion early. Here's the rollout to the left end, running himself. Rector, he'll try to stagger for the first down and tackled at the 11, and that appears to be just enough. See, they spotted for measurement, just short of the 10.
No, I think they're saying he is short. He is short. So good defense that time. He broke a couple of tackles, and the Law just stayed with him until they brought him down that time. So nice start to the drive. They were running the ball effectively with Vincent, and then the Law stiffened there, and they end up getting the ball back over on downs.
Well, good job, and they'll have the quarterback direct the offense. Josh Floyd from Chowan University, 5'10", 185 pounds, took over after the Law went 1-3 in the first 4 games last year. And they'll get the shotgun snap looking. Plenty of time. Right by the goal line. Throws it deep on the right side. All alone and a touchdown.
Well, there was no question about that one. Had his receiver wide open.
The first play, the first pass. Touchdown, Dodge City.
The Dodge City Law right off the bat gets a touchdown, and it's 6-0 for the Law.
And that's being a 50-yard field. They're around the 11, so you can do the math. 39-yard touchdown pass. That's how you start the football game.
Their long last year was to Kendrick Ings at 48 yards. We'll have the extra point coming up. With 10:21 remaining here in the first quarter, and a 6-0 lead for the Law.
Trying to get somebody on the field here. Oh, yeah, my turn. I have to be out there on the extra point.
That whole place down. The kick it is up, and it is no good. Fades off to the left, and now end the 6 points for Dodge City Law. They'll have to settle for that. So we're going to take a 1-minute break with 10:21 to go in the first quarter. Law already up 6-0 here on Z98.
Kids who use too much cell phone data? Is that monthly fight about high cell phone bills stressing you out? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. That's right, unlimited data. Switching is easy. Sounds too good to be true? Stop by United Wireless today and see for yourself how much you can save with the $29.99 unlimited nationwide data plan from United Wireless. See store for details.
You know, when it comes to professional pool care, there really is a difference. As your local BioGuard dealer and Spa Care Pro, Austin Pools is always prepared. Here's how. A wealth of spa care knowledge? Check. A wide range of proven BioGuard products in stock? Check. Computerized water testing? Check. An economical plan tailored to your spa's specific needs? Check. Isn't it nice to know they'll always be there, ready to address and anticipate your every need? So visit Austin Pools in Dodge City today and see for yourself why there's nothing like dealing with a true spa pro. Austin Pools in Dodge City.
2, 1, go, go, go!
Well, it didn't take long, a 6-0 lead as Josh Floyd, who had 16 rushing touchdowns last year and was able to complete
and 22 touchdown passes a year ago.
8 interceptions and threw for almost 1,400 yards. He didn't take too long once again to get his first score.
Well, and you mentioned the offensive line up front doing a terrific job. Kyle McManus, the center, the offensive line gave him plenty of time. He had all day back there. He just waited for the receiver to wander down the field, and there was nobody within about 5 yards of him. So an easy throw that time for Josh Floyd for the touchdown.
And for the Fusion, they had a good opening drive. A lot of it was done by their running back, Ryan Vincent, but just weren't able to convert a 4th down and 5. They fell 1 yard short to the 10, and that set up the big touchdown throw from Floyd.
Well, and the real thing that hurt the Fusion on their opening drive was they were moving the football, and then the great play by Luvon Green in the backfield to drop Vincent for a loss, and that just kind of set their offense back, and after that they were never really able to pick up the rhythm the way they had. Vincent had 16 yards rushing on that first drive, but he was moving along pretty well until he got tackled in the backfield, so that was the biggest issue on their opening drive. And then when they tried the pass play, they really had a hard time protecting their quarterback, Rector, so it'll be interesting to see. You mentioned before the game that A.J. Eves had been moved over to center as their regular center was out, so I wonder if their offensive line just kind of out of sync.
Well, and the offensive line is pretty important at the beginning of the year. You want to make sure you protect your quarterback, but you also have a lot of those signals that you have to work out in that communication.
Right. It'll be interesting. I mean, you're not talking about 5 people on the line. You got the center. You got a couple of line guards either side. You've got receivers split out as well. So it's not a big, in terms of numbers of people that have to make the call, but if you've got an aggressive defense, and the law's already shown tonight, they're going to be very aggressive on defense. They're not going to wait for you to decide what you're going to run. They're coming after you.
10:21 remains, first quarter. Law already up 6-0 on the Forest State Fusion. And Forest State Fusion's been around 4 years, and talking with their owner a little bit earlier on, he was saying that they wanted to nickname the team something in the aftermath of how it brought the community together after the tornado in Joplin. Here's the kick down the middle, and it'll be taken up as they'll run the ball, angle right to the 20 to 21-yard line. Third man's falling forward.
Looked like Chris Johnson on the stop for the Law, and now they're fighting for the football. And Johnson and the returner from the Fusion are both arguing over who's got the football.
Yeah, it was Johnson and Johnson. Yeah. Literally, here in the preseason opener from United Wireless Arena. 6-0 Law, 10-12 remains in the first quarter.
Had a pretty good argument going there. Return man's looking at him, no, you don't got the ball, man. I got the ball. It's not your ball. It's my ball. Officials agree.
So that's why they named the team the Fusion, because of how the community is fused together, and we're able to rebuild that in the aftermath of the tornado in Joplin, Missouri. And they've been around for 4 years, won the championship last year in the Central Plains Football League. Corey Richter will go out of the shotgun and take the ball off his right hip and looks as he'll step up, hit as he throws, dumps it off to Vincent at midfield. He'll cut back left and get to the 21-yard line and fumble, but after already down. Tackled by Mike Billingsley out of Nichols State for the Law, with a good gain on that play.
Well, and it was a good play, and Vincent did most of that. Rector did a good job stepping up. Defense sucked in. Vincent was all by himself about 5-6 yards downfield and then just danced his way down to the 21-yard line.
Officially 9 yards, 2nd and 1 for the Florida State Fusion. Trailing 6-0 to the Law. 9:12 remains on the spinning clock here in the first quarter. Two wideouts will be lined up right. That's Kurtz and Glover. Vincent to left. They'll get a forward motion. Toss left. Vincent fumble the ball, but he gets it out of midair and goes towards the far side board to the 15 and inside the 15 down to the 12. And rushing for 9 and another first down for the Fusion.
And one of the things about indoor football, they don't shove you out of bounds. They shove you into the wall. So you better have padding on.
6-0 Law leads. The ball will be spotted at the 12 for State Fusion. 1st and 10, they huddle up. Lined up right, Glover. Kurtz to the left. Vincent the tailback on the slot man right with Jacob Williams. Working out the signals, and Rector looks and he'll throw the left ball towards the end zone, and it picked off, but he used the board.
He used the wall.
You can't use the board to help you out, as Jeffrey Cameron thought he had his first pick as a member of the DC Law, and instead, now the officials will talk about it, and they say it's a touchback.
It is a touchback.
It's a pick.
They will give him credit for the pick. Touchback, because as soon as he touched the wall, he's out of bounds. So they call it as an interception. So he gets the credit for the interception. And Jeffrey Cameron with the INT.
And his first game with the Dodge City Law.
Also, Florida State University is the fastest growing Kansas Board of
And, it's interesting that defense is be able to come up with a big pick like that. Of course, Paul Robinson led the team in picks last year, tied with the team lead with 4 and lost 10. But Cameron out of Jacksonville State and came to the school from Etwabwa Community College in Mississippi and was a 4-year letter winner at Tupelo High School. So how the Law take over, 1st and 10. And getting it, Floyd, will hand off, and they'll run up the middle and then cut off to the right and down at the 9. So we'll get about 4 yards to the first place. Is running the football, Dominic Carson, 5'5", 165-pounder from Sol Ross State. And he was the Offensive Rookie of the Year in the Champion Professional Indoor Football League last year.
For those who haven't had a chance to watch indoor football, one of the more fascinating things too is that you can split out your wide receivers in the backfield and they get a head start. Let them start running.
That makes it a lot more offensive league. And a wide out lined up left, one wide out to the right. Shotgun with Floyd, lifts up his leg, 2nd and 6. They hand off right, and it's Dominic Carson who will push forward all the way to the 11-yard line, where he is wrapped up.
Antoine Jackson was one of those in there for the Fusion that time, number 91, the nose guard.
And Nick Sanders from Missouri State went to Webb City High School. So after about a 2.5-yard carry, sits at a 3rd and 3 for the Law. 6:40 to go, first quarter. Dodge City up 6-0 on the Florida State Fusion. Sets up a 3rd down and 3 for the Law. Out of the shotgun, and Floyd will survey the defense. Wide receivers get a head start, and the look down the middle of the field, and the throw left, and incomplete, thrown to the left of his target, Brandon Vincent, as they try to hook up for the first time. Incomplete beyond the Florida State Fusion 10. Sets up a 4th down and 3 for the Law.
And Vincent that time looked like he was leaning a little further straight down the field, and Floyd was trying to lead him over to the sideline more, and so he just wasn't there. It was good coverage by Donnell Williams out of Missouri State Southern University for the Fusion. A lot of their guys played right there in Joplin at Missouri Southern State University.
6-0 lead for the Law. They'll go for it on 4th down and 3 from just outside their own 10. Floyd checks with the 2 wideouts on the left and 1 wideout right. They'll go in motion quickly. Back to pass and plenty of time. Pump fakes once, rolls out to the left, and will throw on a run. A jump ball and incomplete, almost intercepted beyond the 20-yard line of the Fusion, as having a beat on that one to try to pull it away. It was one of the defenders.
Demon Hare, number 2, was the guy with the best shot at intercepting that ball. And his last name being Hare is appropriate. He's got a lot of it hanging down there outside his helmet.
And Hare is one of the guys they focus on as one of the big players for the Fusion. And a turnover on downs outside their own 10 at the 12. Fusion with a chance to tie it up or even grab the lead with the extra point. 5:27. The clock rolls down here at United Wireless Arena. Dodge City Law up 6-0.
Yeah, there's no punting in this game. You have to score.
Have to score or you'll be scored upon. Corey Richter will look. Wide out each side and plays the whistle dead.
Floyd so far, 1 out of 3 passing, hit his first one, the 39-yard touchdown pass, and missed on 2 others.
The other thing you'll notice out on the field, the coaches will come out onto the field, which is unusual.
Well, there's no place else to go.
Yeah, there is no other place. There's no other.
There is no sideline.
Exactly, and the players will be all catty corner off to one corner or the other. So with a 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 12. And a look, turn, and
nice play.
Good play, yes indeed. Brought down Vincent and tackled by Mike Billingsley. That's his 2nd tackle tonight as it explodes off from the left end.
Very good job as he came shooting through, and the 2nd time they've tackled Vincent for a loss in the backfield. And that's what they used earlier to stop the first drive by the Fusion. Just tackle in the backfield, kind of stagger the offense a little bit, keep them off balance.
2nd and 14. Ball at the 16 of the Law, 6-0 Dodge City. Vincent, the running back, will have an off eye in the backfield. Give to Vincent out the middle, only squeezes out a yard. And before being tackled by number 73, Brian Cahagan, who is from McPherson College in Kansas.
And again, a good job, the defensive line, good penetration. Didn't make the tackle at the line of scrimmage, but the penetration slowed Vincent down and allowed the 2nd tackler to come in and make the play.
It's going to make those cutbacks a lot more difficult. Vincent had some early speed. Actually had 5 carries on the first drive. He'll go on the slot this time, inside slot on 3rd and 13 from the 15 of the Law. Calling for it, and to throw a little dump out right. Vincent with a couple of blockers in front, inside the 10, and tackled by the numbers at the 7, picking up 6 yards, but well short, picking up more than that, picking about 8 yards, but still short of the first down by 5 on 4th and 5.
And that time it was almost like a wide receiver screen where you got the blockers out in front, you just pitch it out to the flat and let him try to run downfield behind the blocking.
Tackler didn't get in front and pretty much clogged the lane to allow an assist. 4th and 5 from inside the Dodge City Law 10. 4 wideouts will go left as Rector calls for the ball. High snap, throws left flat, and caught by Vincent, but tackled for a loss outside the 10. And a great job snubbing out that play by the loss, number 4, Courtney Sanders out of Mississippi Valley State.
Sanders just slipped the blocking that was out in front of Vincent and was right there to make the tackle as soon as Vincent caught that football.
With 3:01 to go in the first quarter, it's Dodge City in the preseason opener leading 6-0 on the Forest State Fusion. They'll switch back to the Dodge City Law offense.
So Rector's 4 out of 5 passing tonight, but he's got the 1 interception, and then that time for the loss. So again, the Law doing a great job defensively to keep the Fusion out of the end zone.
The Law with a touchdown of 39 yards from Floyd. First play of the game. 2nd drive didn't amount to anything, and they'll have the ball for the 3rd time. Placed at their own 12, a 1st and 10 on the 50-yard field. Here from United Wireless Arena in the preseason opener, the only preseason game for Dodge City. So they play the Amarillo Venom 2 weeks from tonight. And don't forget the Dodge City Law Coaches Show will premiere on March 3rd. That will be at Casey's Cowtown again with Mike Pilosoff. And that will be on Tuesday nights this year. Tuesday night, 6 o'clock on Z98.
Talked about Bryant Benson, the running back for the Fusion. It looked like he got off to a pretty good start. He's carried the ball 8 times, 22 yards, but of course he's been shut back about 7 yards on a couple of losses. So pretty good except for a couple of plays. So again, you make a key play here, you make a key play there, and you shut down whatever the other team's trying to do offensively.
First down and 10 for the Law with 3:01 remaining in the first quarter. Dominique Carson in the backfield. And so be lined up to the right of the quarterback, Floyd. 2 wideouts go right. Floyd calls for the ball. High snap, tossed out right, and Carson by the far side boards. 15-20, gets by a couple of tacklers, cross midfield, cuts back left, 15 to the 10, and that's where he's wrestled out. Brought down by Brian Rogers, a DB from Missouri Southern. Well, what a run by Dominic Carson.
Terrific run by Dominic Carson, and then Rogers just kind of threw him into the boards. They thought they had him bumped out over on the far sideline, and he avoided the boards. So this time Rogers grabbed him and tossed him into the boards, make sure he didn't go anywhere.
That's a 27-yard rush for Carson. And a 1st and 10 just outside the Fusion 11.
34 yards on 3 carries for Carson so far.
3 wideouts go right. They'll start in motion early.
Yep.
And we have a procedure penalty.
They both crossed the line of scrimmage before the snap.
Number 10, Brandon Vinson. And, you work out those kinks this early in the year. Good crowd on hand, but certainly room to squeeze you in here at the United Wireless Arena.
There is plenty of room. Like you said, it is a good crowd, but there's still seats out here, and you ought to come out and watch this in person, watch it live. It is not a boring game.
1st and 15 for the Law, and up 6-0 on the Florida State Fusion out of Joplin, Missouri. Carson out to the right with 2 wide, getting a running start. Toss right, and Carson trying to take the tackler one-on-one and brought down at the 17. That was a great stick by Elijah Swin.
He was right there as Carson rounded the corner, and then Swin got a little help from Antoine Jackson as well to finish him off, but he was right there as Carson came around the corner.
2nd and 15. Of course, Billy hurt. Carson, no run, no yards on that run. With 1:15 to go in the first quarter, and the Law up 6-0.
I like watching the coaches come out, talk to the players, and send the play in, standing right there. It's like watching a scrimmage.
2 wideouts go right. This includes Quarterman and Vincent with a shotgun snap. Floyd, plenty of time, throws over the middle, and caught for a touchdown. Quarterman pulls it in the front of the end zone on a 16-yard strike, and the Law leads 12-0.
And he was wide open. Quarterman broke for the center of the field, and the defensive backs didn't go with him. Fusion broke down on defense that time, and that was an easy throw again for Josh Floyd. He's had his 2 completions, have both been for touchdowns tonight, a 39-yarder and a 16-yarder.
Floyd already with 2 touchdowns on the season, 22 passing last year, and the real advantage that he has.
Attempting for your Dodge City Law, number 98, Trevor Freilich.
Trevor Freilich will kick. And the snap, hold placed down, and a kick it is blocked. Has squirming through. Elijah Swin will try to pick up the ball. It had been recovered on the near side boards by one of his teammates who fell on it.
Elijah Swin just shot through there and slapped that football away from the holder.
Christopher, yeah, you would never see that before. Now they're going to retry. Apparently there was a penalty.
Penalty flag is down over on the far side. I didn't see what the call is, but it's half the distance to the goal line. I wonder if he was offside since he came flying in there so quickly. Swin might have been halfway to the kicker already by the time it was snapped.
Already a 12-0 lead for the Dodge City Law. The extra point from Freilich lined up. Through 3 kickers last year for the Law. Freilich will look. Have McManus who gets a long snap. He was from Concordia in Minnesota. And the kick, it is up and hit off the left upright. No good on back-to-back attempts. And the Law will have to settle for the 6 points. But leading 12-0 over the Florida State Fusion here from United Wireless Arena. Last minute of the first quarter, 54 seconds precisely to play here for the opening quarter of the preseason opener. Let's take a 1-minute break here on Z98.
Dodge City Law is nothing compared to the stress of raising 6 kids. So when I got the chance to run on the beach during a Jamaican cruise, I grabbed it. Unfortunately, all it took was one misstep, and I felt my Achilles snap. As soon as we got home, I went straight to our team physician, Dr. Ashvack at Western Plains Medical Complex. I had an MRI in the morning.
Throws over the middle, and for touchdown!
Not only does Dr. Ashvack keep my guys on the field, but he keeps me on my game.
Vincent with a shotgun snap. Floyd, plenty of time. Throws over the middle, and for touchdown!
Join in on all the fun.
Quarterman and Vincent with a shotgun snap. Floyd, plenty of time. Throws over the middle,
CimarronFunCenter.com for details about all the fun they have to offer. Their website offers details about all their activities. You can sign up for league online standings. Plus, their special upcoming fun events. Information about menu items, birthday parties, and more can all be found online. Bring the entire family for a fun time at Cimarron Fun Center. Learn more.
Here we go, Dodge City Law fans. Let's put some noise together with our hands.
We're back with the final 54 seconds remaining as Freilich will kick the ball and it'll sputter, rolling towards the near side boards and bounce on the very top of the boards where it's picked up, turning around Nesbitt. He'll go near side and tackled at the 10.
Well, good coverage time. That was like chasing a pinball out there as that thing was bouncing around, and Nesbitt finally managed to come up with it in the end zone and ran it out, as you said, just out to the 10-yard line.
Rico Brooks on the stop, and he played for Abilene Rough Riders in Texas, one of the indoor leagues. During one of his times down there, he was shot in both legs by an unknown assailant.
That's a heck of a story.
It'd say it'd take him 3 years to get back. It's now 5 years removed from that awful circumstance.
What a story! What an event to survive and come back from, and then come back out and play football.
Corey Richter will go out of the shotgun. They'll have the wideout split on either end, and to give to Vincent as he'll try to cut left and bottle up in the backfield and brought down for a 3-yard loss at the 7. 2 tacklers converge with Rico Brooks. We mentioned his name, and Luvon Green.
Luvon Green helped finish him off over there as they have, again, third time they've caught Vincent in the backfield for a loss in this first quarter.
The first quarter will expire, and the Dodge City Law on a couple of touchdown passes from Josh Floyd, one of 39 and the other of 16, has a 12-0 lead over the Four State Fusion. We'll take this 1-minute break. Our second quarter follows here on Z98.
Superior Fence of Western Kansas has been providing quality fencing to Southwest Kansas for over 30 years. From vinyl fencing to chain link, you'll see that Superior Fence goes above and beyond to exceed your standards. Superior Fence has all commercial, residential, and municipal fences priced affordably so you don't have to spend a fortune. And their products and workmanship come with guarantees to back them up. When it comes to the highest quality of fencing that meets your needs and your budget, Superior Fence of Western Kansas is the one to call.
The National Auto Liquidators are coming to Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Choose from hundreds of surplus vehicles at unbelievable prices. Payments as low as $69 per month. Some with no payments for 90 days. And financing as low as 0%. Don't miss the massive auto liquidation at Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Today through Monday only. On approved credit, $69 payment on stock number 15512A with $1,000 down. Other exclusions apply. See dealer for complete details.
We're back from United Wireless Arena, 12-0. Dodge City Law on top of the Four State Fusion. Alongside Kirk Hutchinson, I'm Tim Boulware, and opening up the season, we should talk a little bit about the new Champions Professional
the Champions Indoor Football.
Yeah, that's going to take some use to.
It was the Champions Professional Indoor Football League last year. They merged with the Lone Star Football League for this new season to create this new league this year, the Champions Indoor Football League. It'll be interesting because they've added a whole bunch of teams from Texas now to this league, and you've got the one team in New Mexico as well.
Well, you have the San Angelo Bandits, who won the Lone Star League last year. Amarillo Venom, who will be the opening night opponent for Dodge City 2 weeks from tonight. New Mexico Stars, the Omaha Beef, they move over with the Law. Salina Bombers, who's a familiar foe. Sioux City Bandits, which also moves over from the Champions Professional Indoor Football League, the Texas Revolution, and the Wichita Force.
And it's interesting now, you have a league with 2 teams named Bandits in it. So that at least once during the season, the Bandits get to play the Bandits.
Well, and the Bandits will win that night. That's a guarantee of that. As we begin the second quarter here from United Wireless Arena, Law up 12-0.
Mentioned Josh Floyd, 2 out of 4, 55 yards, 2 touchdowns in that first quarter for the Law. Rector was 4 out of 5 for 9 yards net.
Rector will look and get the ball off of his right hip and faked on the handoff. The throw down the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, short hop in front of Mark Sterling, who returns back for the Dodge City Law in the secondary out of CSU Pueblo. Incomplete, 3rd and 12 coming up.
Rector did have the 1 interception in that first quarter as well that was picked off by Jeff Cameron.
Law up 12-0 on a couple of touchdown passes from Floyd.
Only completions he had in the first quarter. He had 2 incompletions and 2 touchdowns.
Makes his touchdown percentage at 100%. All of his attempts are good. 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Fusion. They're taking their sweet time as the play clock is down to 10.
They are definitely not in a hurry.
And inside their own 10 at the 8. 2 wideouts right, 1 wideout left, isolated Kurtz. Back to pass and looking, stepping up in the pocket as the quarterback Richter will throw on the right. An open wide receiver caught across the 20, tagging along the near side boards at the 22, and getting a first down as the ball pulled in by Kurtz. He cut across from the near side across the field and makes the first down reception on a gain of 15.
Did a good job of getting himself open there, had a nice spot where he was wide open, and the defense was slow getting to him. Chris Johnson got over there to make the tackle, but just a little slower. Was that Rico Brooks that got over there to tackle him? 15 and 16 look alike to me in those numbers.
I think it was Brooks.
Yeah.
So go out of the shotgun, and the look with a turn by Rector. Vincent bottle up, cut it up left, and trying to gain yardage, and does so across midfield, squirms across the 20 of the Law and down to the 19. We'll see where his knee touched down.
The officials slapping the board up there inside between the 20 and the 25-yard line. He was slapping at the board, indicating that's where he went out.
Now give him 7 yards. We call it 2nd and a long 3 for the Fusion. They've had their opportunities with field position, just haven't been able to convert. Both times stopped around the Dodge City Law 10. Including the 4th down conversion they failed to make good on in the first quarter. Corey Rector go out of the shotgun and look. 2nd and 4 with up the middle Vincent. Nothing up there. He'll cut it out to the left and tackled it in 21, right at the line of scrimmage. And he'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Fusion.
And again, Luvon Green doing a terrific job getting right there, going along the line of scrimmage to stay with Vincent the whole time. Vincent, 9 carries in that first quarter for 20 yards. He's carried it twice here in the second quarter now for 8 yards.
Winding clock down to the 12-minute mark left of the first half. Law is up 12-0 on the Fusion in the preseason opener. Fans will start yelling. They'll have a wideout lined up right with Glover and Kurtz out to the left. Shotgun barking out the signals with Rector, and he'll turn, play action, fake to Vincent, steps on the pocket, he throws down the far side into the corner of the end zone, and a souvenir for one of the fans who caught it, taking the ball away from Ashton Glover, and the ball overthrown.
A nice catch there in the end zone, but not by the receiver that time, as the fan just sitting there enjoying a beverage and a snack, reached up and grabbed the football.
And we should note that these footballs are white in nature. The New England Patriots haven't touched them yet. They're weighted a little bit heavier, from what I understand, than the regular football.
First charge.
And now we got a timeout.
Well, timeout, Fusion. Your timeout is
Timeout call by the Fusion. We'll keep it here. Why don't we have 11-17 remaining in the first half. And the Law up 12-0. Interesting game of the Law. And defensively, I like the way Dodge City's coming out. They've had a very good game plan. And their game plan is to take it right at the quarterback, Corey Rector, and see if he makes a mistake.
Defensive line has been very strong. You got Luvon Green, Marquise George, Julane Welch, very strong across the defensive line. They have shut down the running game for the most part. Vincent, 11 carries, 27 yards in that first half. That's just a little over 2 yards per carry, so they have done a terrific job. And Rector, when he's completed passes, they've been mostly short passes. His long completion's a 15-yarder. Otherwise, and on a field of this nature, you got to be able. This game is built around being able to throw the ball down the field.
4th down and 4. The Fusion missed on their previous 4th down. It was a 4th and 5 from the 15, and Vincent ran 4 yards and fell just short of the line to gain it at 10. Ball up 12-0. Wide out each side. On the right, Glover. Kurtz to the left. Shotgun, running back lined up to the right, Simpson. Turn and look and give to Vincent, and Vincent's bundled up and couldn't get anywhere, and he's brought down by that solid defensive line, helped out by Marquise George, the returner for the Law, and Julian Welch from North Dakota at 6'3", 310 pounds. Turnover and downs for the Fusion.
Again, that defensive line and the offensive line, we talked about the Fusion. They don't have their starting center, and that may give them some problems tonight. They were not able to get off the block that time, and they turn it over on downs as Vincent loses again, another 2-yard loss for him.
After the first drive, Vincent has been held in check by this Dodge City Law defense.
He started off quickly, had a nice 8-yard run early, a 6-yard run, and he's had one 9-yard run. But other than that, they've really shut him down, dropped him for loss now several times in this first half.
Law is up 12-0, and they'll have a wideout lined up right. One left, running back to the left side, and that's Jamie January. And we have in motion Young, back to pass. Floyd pump fakes once, pump fakes twice. Plenty of time, rolling out to the right, and will step up in the pocket, throw left, caught by a wide receiver, January. He's across midfield, gets to the 20, and down to the 15 of the Fusion on a first down.
Nice little run that time after the catch as he picked up 12 yards, and a lot of it came after the catch. Terrific job that time. And the quarterback doing an excellent job that time of making sure he had the opportunity to throw the football. And it looked like Dello Davis might have been in there substituting for Floyd that time.
Jamie January, who is from Sacramento, attended Modesto Junior College. He went to the University of Mary after that, and a game-winning 20-yard pass in his collegiate career against Division II Minnesota State. 1st and 10 from the 15 of the Fusion. On a high snap, Floyd brings it down, a handoff left January, goes to the far side, boards to the 5, goes all the way in, gets a touchdown, 14 yards out, and the Law adds to their 12-0 lead, making it 18-0 over the Fusion. 9:57 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, January doing a terrific job that time, comes into the ball game, made a 15-yard catch, made a 14-yard run.
Can't argue with that. Those good results from January, as right now the roster stands at 33. It has to drop down to 24 before the Law plays their season opener 2 weeks from now against Amarillo. Trevor Freilich will go for the extra point. He's missed on his previous 2 attempts for the Law. Snap, whole place down. The kick is up, and it is blocked. Didn't have any height to it whatsoever, and Dusty Bratzler makes the knockdown for the Fusion. So 3 attempts, 3 missed PATs for the Law, and in a close game that could add up to something, but the Law decidedly ahead of the Fusion, 18-0.
Well, they've dominated both offensively and defensively, but if you're trying to make the team as a kicker, you would like to make those.
Let's bow out. 1-minute break here from United Wireless Arena with the Law leading their preseason opener over the 4-state Fusion of Joplin, Missouri, 18-0 here on Z98.
Sure enough, here it is, cold winter weather. You knew it would show its face, but did you prepare for it? Stewart's Plumbing and Heating of Dodge City can make winter weather more bearable. Let them check out the heating unit in your home to assure that it performs at maximum efficiency. Or better yet, let them install a new Rudd unit. The good guys in the yellow trucks are there 24/7 to keep your family safe and warm this winter. Winter generally brings some surprises. With Stewart's and Rudd on your side, the heating system in your home won't be one of them. Stewart's Plumbing and Heating in Dodge City.
If lunch has gotten to be the same old thing day after day, change it up with the Pizza Hut buffet. You can try a variety of different pizzas on the buffet, not to mention the salads, breadsticks, pasta, and even dessert pizza and Cinesticks. Add some variety to your lunch hour. The Pizza Hut buffet, it's affordable and quick. Pizza Hut, with 2 locations with delivery in Dodge City and Garden City, 1 location with delivery in Scott City and Ulysses, and 1 location in Hugoton.
one of the between timeouts promotions here at United Wireless Arena. You never know what they're going to come up with.
Some kind of cup balancing act going on out there. Of the Law touchdowns now, 2 by the air, touchdown passes by Josh Floyd, and then the run that time by January for the 14-yard TD.
January, who is from Black Hills State, at 6'2" and 210 pounds. Adding the depth at running back position so Dominique Carson doesn't have to do it all. Very important. And we haven't even been able to see running back from the Oklahoma Defenders of last year, King Jack Washington.
Right.
He had 155 yards against Bloomington in a single game last year, and that was second in the Champions Professional Indoor Football League last season.
And one of the things Coach Ponder said to you in the pregame interview was he wanted to add depth during the offseason, and so that was part of what they went out and did. They wanted depth at running back at the skill positions. We've seen that tonight, and they wanted depth on the defensive line, and we've seen the defensive line play quite well, and he's run several different guys out there on the defensive line, so they've all been very, very good up front.
And Dexter Manley's had a touchdown reception to begin the game, and that was Floyd's first pass at 39 yards. And a 16-yard pass to Ja'Cory Quarterman, who played exclusively defense last year and mixing up a little bit with offense. And he had the run from January early here in the second quarter at 9:57 to go, and the Law leading 18-0. Besides missing extra points, not much has gone wrong for the Law in this game.
No, they've been quite effective both on offense and on defense. Has not really been an issue, other than the kicking game is really the only issue they've had up to this point.
Fralick will line up the ball in between the hashes at the goal line. And back deep is Dusty Bratzler. It already has a block PAT. Kickoff will be short and will bounce high to the air, take it up, and it will be a return out of the 15 above the numbers, and I'll bring him down right there. For that return.
Looked like Patton on the return. 5'11", 205-pounder. And Eric Freese had the stop for the Law that time. A lot of these guys getting an opportunity to see if they can make the team. That's what it's about.
We need to give this. Freese is from Buckland, and he tried out. Hasn't had much experience of football at all, just decided to try out, and at least he has his opportunity tonight to show what he can do.
That's right. I mean, this is your opportunity. Get out there and play, make a couple of tackles or make a running play, whatever, if you're on offense, and do something out there and show the coach, hey, this guy's got something. Let's keep him around.
I was surprised that you didn't try out.
I think I'm past my tryout days.
Well, Corey Rector, he'll take the ball and back to pass. Happy feet as he goes to the right, sacked right around the 10-yard line and brought down by Billingsley.
What a play by Billingsley, and again, the pressure was back there. Rector had guys all around him from the Law. Great rush by the Law that time, and they pushed him back, and then Billingsley was waiting. As Rector tried to break through, Billingsley was waiting right there for him.
Billingsley's had a nice night from Nicholls State, 6'4", 290, and he moves well. And that adds a little bit more dynamo to this defensive attack for the Dodge City Law.
So Rector has thrown an interception. He's had kind of a rough night, and then he's also been sacked as well.
Billingsley is also a converted offensive lineman. 8:29 to go here in the second quarter. Law up 18-0. Fusion's ball. Shotgun snap with Rector looking to throw deep down the field near side. Jump ball and incomplete. Broken up by Sterling inside the 5. A great job at knocking it from the hands of Glover, who would have been able to sure make the catch and possibly go in for a touchdown.
Glover was free coming down the sideline, but Sterling was just waiting back in that safety position and just timed it right, positioned himself between the ball and Glover, and did a great job that time defensively.
Sterling, a great athlete. He played basketball and was a track star at Sierra High School in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Originally from Killeen, Texas. 35 total tackles last year and 1 pick. But he had 9 breakups with the Law and 10 passes defended. Third down, 14 for the Fusion. At their own 12, and the play clock's going to wind down. Do they take the timeout in time?
I don't see a penalty flag, so I think they're going to give them the timeout. Yep, they did. the Fusion got the timeout before the play clock expired.
Dodge City Law up 18-0, and a nice arm from Corey Rector. He didn't make the completion down the field to his intended target because Sterling broke that up, but you have to like the arm that Rector possesses. And it takes a little bit of adjustment to go from in the elements that this team in the Fusion play outdoors to the indoor game.
Right, I think it's a different thing. I think we saw that last year in the exhibition season where the Law, again, playing a team that was used to playing outdoor football. The indoor game is just different enough to adjust to what you're doing out there, and I think that takes a team a little bit to adjust. As you mentioned, the Fusion will be joining the Champions Indoor Football League in the future, so this is kind of their first taste of what it's going to be like.
7:29 remains in the second quarter from United Wireless Arena. Dodge City Law up 18-0. They'll play the Amarillo Venom 2 weeks from tonight in the season opener. An off week to start off the season for the Dodge City Law. Everyone will have a game under their belt before the Law gets their first game.
Well, that's what happens in a 9-team league.
And back to pass. Apparently a fumbled exchange off on a snap and back into the end zone. They covered up on a safety. Vincent the one to cover that up, but they just hounded him, and a safety result in giving the Law a 20-0 lead.
And it was really the snap of it just bounced its way past Rector, and Vincent was trying to chase it down, and they're having a conversation. Rector was talking to A.J. Eves, the center, walking up back down the field, and it was just a bad snap.
The Law able to get some points off the safety. Had an interception tonight from Jeffrey Cameron. That was early in the game. They've also been able to get a safety and have been able to get a couple of sacks.
And we've talked about the defense, and the Dodge City Law, that's really the biggest part of their game right now, is because they are shutting down the Fusion, and they're not allowing them to even just keep up with what Dodge City's doing offensively. And normally in indoor football, it's more of a back-and-forth game. If your defense is effective, then your offense is probably going to be the difference in the game.
Dodge City Law up 20-0. Couple of touchdown passes from Josh Floyd. Also had a touchdown run earlier in this quarter. And that
by
came
Jamie January.
Jamie January, the newest addition from Black Hill State. And so a 20-0 lead halfway through the second quarter. And then the clock, genuinely, unless it's a change of possession, will continuously wind down. Then when they get to the 90-second warning, it will start and stop just like it does in the NFL.
Well, right now they've got the free kick, so the Fusion have to kick the ball back to the Law after the safety.
Elijah Swin will kick it, and they'll angle right towards us. Bound along the boards and be a touchback. Dejon Love looking to pick it up for the Law, but they'll start out after the touchback. 7:20 remains in the second quarter, and Dodge City looks to get back to work again, up 20-0.
Well, very effective on offense on their drive so far. The opening drive was a 39-yard touchdown pass to start that. Floyd also has the 16-yard touchdown pass to Quarterman, and then the 14-yard touchdown run by January. His only carry so far of the ball game. Dominic Carson, 3 carries in that first quarter for 34 yards, and Floyd, 3 out of 5 for 68 yards passing.
The Fusion only gave up 17 points per game last year, so this is a shock to them to be down 20-0 early. A team undefeated last year in their league, the Central Plains Football League.
Well, one of the things we've seen is that they have given the quarterback plenty of time back there when he's dropped back to pass. Great job by that offensive line, anchored by the center, Kyle McManus.
Cashman Thomas out left. January, the running back, to the left of the quarterback, Floyd. And in motion right, Mo Young. As they'll give off right, and January is the 10 to the 15, and tackled by the numbers at the 16. Getting a first down out of it.
And January shot through the hole, had off to the right side, nice blocking up front, and then he did the rest, picking up the first down.
11 yards.
He's carried it twice, 25 yards.
Partners and sponsors of your Dodge City Law. Make sure that you see these businesses and thank them for bringing Dodge City Law football to you.
Rico Brooks will be lined up left. January running back to the right. 3 carries, also a touchdown tonight at 14. Shotgun, and they'll take it directly out of the air. January down the far sideline, easy to clear to the 20, 10, 5, and in for the score. His second rushing touchdown of the night, and the Law leads 26-0.
January on the direct snap. He just reached out in front of the quarterback, took the snap, and took off down the left sideline. 34 yards for that touchdown run. He has carried it 3 times. He's got 59 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns.
Look at that, coming off that 15. There's your replay, ladies and gentlemen. They're brought to you by BC.
Davey January, number 2 on his jersey, but number 1 in the hearts of the Law fans. And tonight the adventure has been the extra points. Freilich will try again.
Your extra point tips.
If at first you don't succeed, after 3 attempts, try a 4th time again.
Trevor Freilich.
Freilich will look, stare ahead, trying to get some loft to the ball this time. That's the key to it. Snap, whole place down, to kick it up, and it's blocked in the middle. Picked up by one of the wide receivers, going back for a quarterman, and tackled outside of 15 to 16. Another missed PAT, but the Law with January's 34-yard touchdown run, up 26-0 on the Fusion. 6:28 to go here in the second quarter. Let's bow out for a 1-minute break here on Z98.
Dr. Ryan Lemkuhler is proud of his Dodge City roots. Dr. Lemkuhler is a general dentist with advanced training in implants, bone grafting, and endodontics. Dr. Ryan and his staff take the time to listen to your concerns and explain your unique diagnosis and make recommendations for your oral health. Insurance claims are filed for you and financing is available. Call 620-371-6630. See LemkuhlerDental.com or Lemkuhler Dental on Facebook to request an appointment.
This is Dr. Ryan Lemkuhler, and I invite you to call and make an appointment today.
Dodge City, Downtown today. A town that loves a great steak. Central Station Club and Grill embraces that tradition with the highest quality, most tender and mouth-watering mesquite grilled steaks in the area. Sirloins, filet mignon, Casey strips, and the tantalizing Central Station ribeye. A 12-ounce ribeye basted with the station's secret signature sauce and flame-kissed to perfection over ember-glowing aromatic mesquite wood. For the most unbelievable flavor you can find. There's nothing better at Central Station Club and Grill, 207 East Wyatt Earp Boulevard in Dodge City.
6:28 remains here in the second quarter from United Wireless Arena. Law of 26-0 and a kickoff from Freilich down the middle. It will bounce once. Nesbitt will pick it up and go up the middle of the 10 and squirms to the 14. He slipped the tackle, but there is a flag down.
Flag came in there, and the Law are clapping, so I think they assume it's against the Fusion that time. Might have been a blocking penalty.
Special teams tackle from Julian Welsh of the Law.
Personal foul, block on the ways, number 81.
Chop block called on Ashton Glover of the Fusion. Law leads 26-0. Couple of touchdown runs from Jamie January. 14 and 34 yards, and Floyd with 2 touchdown passes of 39 and 16 yards, and that adds up for all your points for the Dodge City Law.
So once again, the Fusion not in good field position. They're going to start back on their 7-yard line after that penalty on the return. Would have been out at the 14 if not for that.
And since the early movement of the game, the Fusion haven't been able to generate much offensively, and their own worst enemy with penalties. Wide out each side, and they give off left, and a running back will make up ahead of steam. Nice job on the near sideline.
Right into the Cinex.
Edward Johnson that time in as the ball carrier, and he gets across midfield.
That was a nice run.
Good strong run off the left side, their best run of the night.
That's a 22-yard rushing play for Johnson. The Law will burn their timeout with 5:45 to go. Here in the first half, Fusion with 1 timeout. Law, they have burned their first and down to 2. 26-0 Dodge City with 5:45 to go in the first half. I want to welcome in all our listeners on WesternKansasNews.com tonight, and you can get the mobile app. All the instructions go to the App Store, WesternKansasNews.com. Alongside Kirk Hutchinson, I'm Tim Boulware. 26-0 Dodge City Law with the lead on the Forest State Fusion.
Well, in the Fusion, that was their best play of the night right there, that run by Johnson. Other than that, they've been pretty well bottled up. They did have a 15-yard pass play on a previous drive here in the second quarter. and then that run by Johnson. But that's been about it offensively. They've had a safety on a bad snap. They've thrown an interception. Rector's been sacked once, and Benson was tackled 4 different times for losses in the backfield.
26-0 Law. And we'll have a wide out go out to the right side. Kurtz, Ashton Glover to the left. Calling for the ball, and getting it Rector. So turn and
got a
hand
penalty
off.
flag.
And as Edwards goes right and angles right to the boards, getting about 3 yards.
And a penalty flag after the snap, so.
Offside, number 75 defense. 5-yard penalty.
Offsides on Julian Welsh, 310-pounder from North Dakota. And I don't know if he lined up offsides or whether he jumped off offsides. I can tell you, if he jumps off offsides at 310, he's not coming back on the right side.
He won't get back in a hurry, that's for sure.
1st and 5, a free 5 yards for the Fusion. The Law up 26-0. And a 12-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Been able to add 2 touchdowns from January, rushing touchdowns, and the safety here in this quarter. Calling for the ball, and Rector's back to pass as time. Throws right for the end zone and batted away again, and nicely this time. Dejan Love is able to tip it away from the awaiting arms of Ashton Glover.
And once again, Love back there in position and just waited on that ball, slapped it away from Glover, who was open momentarily. But again, good job by the defensive backs for the Dodge City Law, closing very quickly to knock those passes away.
It was Sterling last time. This time Love with a bat away. Second down at 5 for the Fusion. A spinning clock down to 4:40 in the first half. Law up 26-0 as Richter running back to either side, and Johnson in the backfield. Handoff left. He'll try to keep his balance and push back at the 20. Is able to get about 3 yards. And before finally being brought down by Lubon Green, who was able to find his way over there.
Terrific job getting over there. And then Welch kind of had him bottled up. He had nowhere to go, and then Green was right there to finish him off.
4:11 to go in the second quarter, and it's 3rd and 6. Actually, they lost a yard on the play.
Did lose a yard.
To the 19. And it's 3rd down and 6 for the Fusion. Down 26-0 here at Dodge City. Preseason opener for both teams.
But one thing about a 50-yard field, it's all 4-down territory.
Wide out each side, running back split. Johnson the tailback. Richter calls for the ball and fakes the give, rolls out left, trying to buy some time, and along the near side boards, he has made contact with the boards. Trying to get to him was Marquise George from out of Dodge City Community College.
George did a terrific job in pursuit that time. Rector had nowhere to go. He ends up picking up a yard, but terrific job by Marquise George on the pursuit to force Rector to try to run that time, and he didn't pick much up.
And that secondary is doing a great job for the Law as well, because Rector doesn't want to force a throw.
So now it's 4th down, and nothing has really worked well except for one run by Edward Johnson the first time he carried the ball.
Fusion just burned their final timeout. It's Coach Marvin Frost asked for it and requested. Now, Marvin.
Your timeout sponsor is an AV Energy. Your second quarter action tonight is being brought to you by the great folks over at Western Plains Orthopedic Associates, official team physician of the Dodge City Law.
Stopping at the poorhouse for a brew. KC's Cowtown Club. Best food in the West.
We're back, and the Dodge City Law will try to batten down the hatches. 4th and 5 against this 4-state Fusion team out of Joplin, Missouri. Marvin Frost called for the time. He was the quarterback at Northeastern Oklahoma A&M. You know his profession by trade? Bodybuilding.
Oh. Well, if you look down the sideline, I can see that. You got to meet him earlier. I'm just seeing him from a distance.
But took the job as the offensive coordinator because his son was being recruited by the 4-state Fusion. He didn't come on board, but that's how he got the job of the offensive coordinator, eventually the head coach. Richter will look at barking out the signals as they'll take the shotgun snap. Flags down everywhere. They're going to play on to throw right and incomplete. Bounce in front of Sterling on the coverage at the 5-yard line in front of Edwards, the running back.
Green jumped early for the Law, and he's patting himself on the chest saying, yeah, that was on me. And Rector was trying to get the rest of his team to keep playing. They stopped, and he wanted to keep playing. No, it's a free play. Let's go, guys. And he didn't really get anybody open.
That's a gift first down off the offsides penalty. And first and 10 from the Law 13 as the Fusion look for their first points of the game.
Not a lot of penalties against the Law tonight, but that one cost them.
Wide out each side. Nesbitt out to the near side. Going for the ball, and Rector will give off right, and Edwards to the 13, and so he didn't get any yardage on the play, and a great job on the Law. They are so quick from sideline to sideline. Marquise George, another tackle for DC.
And also over there to kind of slow things down and cut him off, there was nowhere for him to run, was Dejon Love over there along the sideline as well, and he tried to cut back in on him, and Marquise George was right there, so good job stopping Johnson on that run.
Officially give it a yard on 2nd and 9 as we come down to 2 minutes left and a half, and the Fusion looking for any offense they can mount. Team that averages 53 points per game last year, and sweeping all 13 games they played in the Central Plains Football League. 2nd and 9 as Rector will check with his running back, Edward Johnson. Joel Fallon.
And now we got another, I think we got to delay a game.
Fusion, they have a little bit more time between their first game as opposed to the Law, who have 2 weeks between their preseason opener and their first game. And I think Dodge City Law are a step ahead right now.
Well, and part of what we've seen from the Fusion is some confusion out there, and that time delay a game.
Very nice. Nice play on words. 26-0 Law, and a 90-second warning sounds.
90-second timing rules are now in effect. Dodge City has 2 timeouts. The Fusion has none.
Dodge City with 2 timeouts, Fusion none, as indicated by the official. They're going to take timeout. We'll take one as well, as the Fusion on the drive. 2nd and 14 to go from the Law 17. 90 seconds to go in the first half, and the Law up 26-0. Let's bow out for this 1-minute break here on Z98.
I absolutely love the peanut ones, okay? So
they've got the parts and the know-how to keep me running smooth, and a great selection of trucks, new and used. They've been taking care of truckers since 1935. Moppins, they always get it right. Quality parts and service, affordable prices. Moppins Truck Parts, they keep me on the road.
Dr. Kai at Medical Heights Medical Center is a certified civil surgeon, and he is qualified to perform the medical examination form I-693 for the permanent residency. Immigration physicals are available Monday mornings at Medical Heights Medical Center. Call to schedule your appointment today. 620-227-3141. That's 620-227-3141. Medical Heights Medical Center, where they treat you like family.
90 seconds to go, first half. Law comfortably ahead, 26-0.
Edward Johnson.
I was going to say, Kirk, we'll have to take a look out the window at the end of this first half, see how things are going. Just if you are driving out tonight, please be very careful.
Please be careful with the winter storm expected in tonight. The rain we were getting this afternoon, early this evening, expected to change over to snow. Although we don't have a window right here, so I can't look out and tell you whether it's changed over or not, but it's supposed to change over tonight. And they're talking anywhere from 3 to 7 to 8 inches of snow through the overnight hours into tomorrow. So just be aware of that. If that comes in, please be careful out there.
2nd and 14, Fusion at the Dodge City Law 17 with 90 seconds to go. Law, that's in the first half. Law up 26-0. They've had a couple of touchdown runs from Jamie January out of Black Hills State, and a couple of touchdown passes from their quarterback returning for his second year, Josh Floyd.
Edward Johnson, the running back for the Fusion, 3 carries in this quarter on this drive, 20 net yards. He's been dropped for a loss as well.
Have set up as a wideout right, Ashton Glover, 1 wideout left, and Nesbitt Calling for the ball is Rector, and the give goes to Johnson. He strings it out to the far side of the 15, inside the numbers, and back to the 11-yard line, rushing for 6, setting up a 3rd down and 8 for the Fusion. Timeout's called. And that'll be by the law. When they get the ball back, they want to be able to score an additional touchdown.
Yeah, if they end up giving up the touchdown here, they want to have time to come back down or go back the other way and pick up another touchdown. They've been very successful offensively tonight, and Sean Ponder's got to be pleased because he's run some different lineups out there, some different skill position players. He talked about building that depth, and he's also run some different guys across that defensive line and his linebackers out there. And he's got to be pleased with what he's seeing because he's got a lot of good players to choose from when he finally has to settle on his roster.
Julian Welsh and Nubon Green with a tackle. Welsh, he played with the Wyoming Cavalry last year in Casper. And that's a very well-established team up in Casper, Wyoming. Cowboy State, 3rd and 8. And so I have wide out right, one left, Nesbitt. Running back split to either side. Vincent back into the game. Rector will bark out the signals from the 11-yard line, and he'll hand off Vincent, and he's brought down for a yard loss, just running him down with a great tackle by Richard Collins.
Sean Collins with a great stop there. He got right there, and they drop Vincent for a loss of 1 yard on the play that time. And Vincent, who had a couple of good carries early, has struggled ever since.
Tell you about the free safety, Quinshad Collins. He participated in the Iowa Junior Olympics way back when. He knew he was going to be an athlete.
A lot of athletes out there on this team, and that's the thing about this indoor football. A lot of these guys are playing just because they love the game. They're very athletic. This is a chance to continue doing something they really like doing.
4th and 9, ball at the 12 of the Law. Fusion with one last opportunity. They had a couple of bataways defensively from Love and Sterling by the Law to prevent Fusion touchdowns. Secondary's done a great job as well as the pass rush on 4th and 9. Rector goes shotgun, takes it off his right hip, and pressure up the middle to throw, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Love down the far sideline, and across midfield he's down in the Fusion 20, and that was caused with a rush up the middle from Collins.
Well, a terrific job again, and Love was the closest one to the pass that time. Second interception that Rector has thrown in this first half, and again, the pressure made the difference there because he had to throw when he didn't want to.
Richard Collins on the delayed blitz and up the middle, and that was the first pick of Rector tonight. It allows Dodge City the chance, 1:03 to go in the first half, and the ball at the Fusion 20-yard line, a chance to add to their 26-0 lead.
Well, in Love with the pick and then the returned it about 27 yards out there to get it out into Fusion territory at the 20. So good job with the pick and the return.
Second interception of the night. Also one from Cameron back in the first quarter. Back to pass ploy. Plenty of time. Pump fakes once down the middle and batted away, incomplete.
Boy, a couple of Fusion defenders had a chance at an interception there. Brian Rogers watched it go right through his hands, and then Elijah Swen was there as well. Wasn't able to make the pick, but they prevent the completion.
Number 18, Josh Collins.
Intended for Josh Collins from Oklahoma State. The Law, 58 seconds to go in the first half. Law 26, and the Fusion nothing. Set it up with Collins out right. Wide out left. Running back go on the right side. Young, he'll go in motion forward, but time has been called. The ball went sideways, so they'll reset.
Oh, we had a wall fall down in the end zone.
Oh, well, I would do it too.
It's not supposed to be there.
I think the front forced the ball to go lopsided. 2nd and 10 for the Law from the Fusion 20, and a 26-0 lead for Dodge City. It's preseason opener. Floyd calls for the ball, gets the snap, and will give off right. Well, running room spacing as they get all the way to the 15-yard line. It's Willie Jackson on the run from Bethel University, the 5'7", 185-pounder. Gets all the way to the 15 on a rush of 5.
Well, his first carry of the night, a 5-yard gain. The Law still moving the ball.
Third down and 5. Shotgun snap. Floyd looks, throws left, and Young catches it and is belted at the 8-yard line and holding on to the ball.
But it's enough for a first down.
Blair Irvin, who played at K-State, but also was successful in 2 minor league organizations for the organizations of the Rangers and the Rays. First and 9, first and goal for the 9. Shotgun snap. Floyd, plenty of time. 21 seconds to go. Rolls out left, cuts back right. He avoids the rush and will set himself, run and throw on the run. Flag is down. Young, a touchdown in the front of the end zone, but they'll wait on the flag.
And he did a great job getting away from Julian Young, the defensive end who was chasing him down. And then we get a holding penalty called against Kyle McManus.
Yeah, McManus was right there by the flag and had to look at guilt on his face as he just looked to the Coach Ponder and said, well, there's nothing I can do about it now.
Well, there's no place to hide out there either. And when you're McManus' size, 315 pounds, you're not going anywhere.
Well, we have an interview with him we saved from our pregame at halftime. We'll do a little bit of his background, which is interesting. The coach in the offseason. First and goal for the 19. Running back to the right, Willie Jackson. Shotgun for Floyd. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. Back to pass, and Floyd, plenty of time. Steps up, rolls out right. At the 20, he'll throw across the body to the goal line, and Young pulled it in and tackled right there short of scoring by number 3, Brian Rogers of the Fusion. And unfortunately, without a timeout, the Law had the time run out. He either had to make that 1 yard or get in an 18-yard pass play. A great one throwing across his body for Floyd falls 1 yard short on a reception by Young. Well, give us halftime here from United Wireless Arena and all Dodge City Law up 26-0. We'll have first half highlights right after this here on Z98. Take a 3-minute break.
Here's your chance to win.
Are you tired of having to crack down on kids who use too much cell phone data? Is that monthly fight about high cell phone bills stressing you out? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. That's right, unlimited data.
And again, the pressure made the difference there because he had to throw when he didn't want to.
Stop by United Wireless today and see for yourself how much you can save with the $29.99 unlimited nationwide data plan from United Wireless.
And it's intercepted. Intercepted by
They say the best things in life are free. With a freedom checking account from Credit Union of Dodge City, you are free to do what you want. No monthly service fees. First book of checks, free. First debit card order, free. Online banking, mobile banking, and bill paying service, all for free. Visit us online at cudodge.com or stop by any of our 3 convenient locations to open your new Freedom checking account today. It's your money. Use it freely. Credit Union of Dodge City. Community people you know. Member NCUA. Some restrictions do apply.
Coaching the Dodge City Law is nothing compared to the stress of raising 6 kids. So when I got the chance to run on the beach during a Jamaican cruise, I grabbed it. Unfortunately, all it took was 1 misstep, and I felt my Achilles snap. As soon as we got home, I went straight to our team physician, Dr. Ashbeck at Western Plains Medical Complex. I had an MRI in the morning, went into surgery that afternoon, and was home by dinner. Not only does Dr. Ashbeck keep my guys on the field, but he keeps me on my game. So take it from me and follow the law. Think Western Plains first.
You know, when it comes to professional pool care, there really is a difference. As your local BioGuard dealer and Spa Care Pro, Austin Pools is always prepared. Here's how. A wealth of spa care knowledge? Check. A wide range of proven BioGuard products in stock? Check. Computerized water testing? Check. An economical plan tailored to your spa-specific needs? Check. Isn't it nice to know they'll always be there, ready to address and anticipate your every need? So visit Austin Pools in Dodge City today and see for yourself why there's nothing like dealing with a true spa pro. Austin Pools in Dodge City.
Superior Fence of Western Kansas has been providing quality fencing to Southwest Kansas for over 30 years. From vinyl fencing to chain link, you'll see that Superior Fence goes above and beyond to exceed your standards. Superior Fence has all commercial, residential, and municipal fences priced affordably so you don't have to spend a fortune. And their products and workmanship come with guarantees to back them up. When it comes to the highest quality fencing that meets your needs and your budget, Superior Fence of Western Kansas is the one to call. Join in on all the fun at Cimarron Fun Center today. Be sure to visit their website at CimarronFunCenter.com for details about all the fun they have to offer. Their website offers details about all their activities. You can sign up for league online standings, plus their special upcoming fun events. Information about menu items, birthday parties, and more can all be found online. Bring the entire family for a fun time at Cimarron Fun Center. Learn more at CimarronFunCenter.com.
We're back here on Z98. You're home for Dodge City Law football, 26-0. Law with a lead over the Fusion. And, well, looking at the first half, and we will have the numbers, Kirk, in just a moment. But let's go over the scoring summary. And, of course, had a good job by the Fusion to be able to go down the field to the 10-yard or 15-yard line, but then they couldn't convert the 4th and 5, and it only took one play before Dodge City would be able to get their first points on the board. And they'll get the shotgun snap looking. Plenty of time. Right by the goal line. Throws it deep on the right side. All alone and a touchdown. And that made it 6-0 Law. Then Dodge City, halfway through the first quarter, would be able to add another score and make it 12-0. Quarterman and Vincent with a shotgun snap. Floyd, plenty of time, throws over the middle and caught for a touchdown. Quarterman pulls it in the front of the end zone on a 16-yard strike, and the Law leads 12-0.
And he was wide open. Quarterman broke for the center of the field, and
so that was 12-0 for the Dodge City Law. Then early into the second quarter, the Law were able to add another score, making it 18-0. One brings it down, handoff left January, goes to the far side board to the 5, goes all the way in, gets a touchdown, 14 yards out, and the Law adds to their 12-0 lead, making it 18-0 over the Fusion. 9:57 to go. And King Jack Washington, that's right, King Jack Washington, with a big touchdown run at the end of the first half. And a couple with a safety for the Law. They lead 26-0 over the Fusion. You have some numbers, Kurt?
And taking a look at some of those numbers, talk about Josh Floyd with the passing. 5 out of 8 passing in that first half, 93 yards for a couple of touchdowns for him. And then we had the touchdown runs by Washington, 2 touchdown runs by him. And then Dominic Carson, 3 carries, 34 yards for the Fusion. Corey Rector started out pretty well, but ended up 5 out of 11 in that first half, just 28 yards net passing, and he threw 2 interceptions. Dejan Love and Jeff Cameron picking off those passes for the Law. And Bryant Vincent, 13 carries, 24 yards rushing for him. He was dropped for loss several times, and then Edward Johnson carried it 4 times, 26 yards. Rector was sacked 1 time in that first half.
Coming up next, we're going to have an interview, our player profile, with the center Kyle McManus. He's out of Concordia in Minnesota, and we'll have the interview talking about some of the things he does in his offseason, including he likes to hang 10. The problem is, he's in Dodge City. There's not a lot of place to hang 10 here. So what we'll do right now, we'll come back with an interview after a 2-minute break. Law leads the Fusion 26-0 here on Z98.
Sure enough, here it is, cold winter weather. You knew it would show its face, but did you prepare for it? Stewart's Plumbing and Heating of Dodge City can make winter weather more bearable. Let them check out the heating unit in your home to assure that it performs at maximum efficiency. Or better yet, let them install a new Rudd unit. The good guys in the yellow trucks are there 24/7 to keep your family safe and warm this winter. Winter generally brings some surprises. With Stewart's and Rudd on your side, the heating system in your home won't be one of them. Stewart Plumbing and Heating in Dodge City.
The National Auto Liquidators are coming to Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Choose from hundreds of surplus vehicles at unbelievable prices. Payments as low as $69 per month. Some with no payments for 90 days. And financing as low as 0%. Don't miss the massive auto liquidation at Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Today through Monday only. On approved credit, $69 payment on stock number 15512A with $1,000 down. Other exclusions apply. See dealer for complete details.
Dodge City, cattle town at birth, cattle town today, a town that loves a great steak. Central Station Club and Grill embraces that tradition with the highest quality, most tender and mouth-watering mesquite grilled steaks in the area. Sirloins, filet mignon, Casey strips, and the tantalizing Central Station ribeye. A 12-ounce ribeye basted with the station's secret signature sauce and flame kissed to perfection over ember-glowing aromatic mesquite wood. For the most unbelievable flavor you can find, there's nothing better at Central Station Club and Grill, 207 East Wyatt Earp Boulevard in Dodge City.
If lunch has gotten to be the same old thing day after day, change it up with the Pizza Hut buffet. You could try a variety of different pizzas on the buffet, not to mention the salads, breadsticks, pasta, and even dessert pizza and Cinesticks. Add some variety to your lunch hour. The Pizza Hut buffet, it's affordable and quick. Pizza Hut, with 2 locations with delivery in Dodge City and Garden City, 1 location with delivery in Scott City and Ulysses, and 1 location in Hugoton.
We're back from United Wireless Arena, and 26-0 Dodge City Law over the 4-State Fusion here in the preseason opener for each team. What we'll do right now, we'll go to our player profile, and he's the center coming back from last year, Kyle McManus at 6'1", 350 pounds.
Player profile with Kyle McManus. You're the anchor on the offensive line, back for a second year. How's it feel to be back at Dodge City?
Feels good. Ready to get the season started. Had a real long off season. Just ready to bring that championship to Dodge.
What do you mean by a real long off season?
I mean, off seasons are always hard. You got to train. You got to think about that last loss or win, whatever it may be. And just in the back of your head, you know what the next season is going to bring, and we're going to bring a championship back. So it was just a long time waiting for the season to start.
I know it's hard to think about it in perspective, but you guys in your first year went all the way to the semifinals and lost in the last second field goal to Wichita 1-all. But how much hungrier does that make it for you this year?
Personally, it makes it that much more important to win. Being a first-year team, we went all the way to the semis and lost on a kick that made it by 6 inches. So we're there. We brought in some more pieces this year, brought back a lot of the core team, and we're ready to do this. There's a lot of hunger on this team.
How do the new pieces mesh with what you have returning?
The new pieces they're meshing pretty well. If you didn't know the team, you would have thought the whole team was returning, which is a good thing. There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of guys working well together that haven't ever worked before. So it's pretty seamless, the transition from last year to this year. Again, a lot of the pieces were brought back, but there's some new pieces that are key, and we'll see what they can do tonight.
We're talking with Kyle McManus on our player profile. I'm Tim Boulware. And you have a new league in some ways. I mean, some of the teams retain from, of course, the Champions Professional Indoor Football League. Now it's called Champions Professional Football. And, of course, you have some teams now added from Texas and, of course, one from New Mexico. A little bit different flavor. And how exciting is that?
It's real exciting. You get 5 or 6 new teams that you didn't play before. Kind of adds a new dimension with the different rules. It's fairly similar to last year's game, but there will be some differences, like linemen being able to go out for passes. Hopefully we can get a center pass out there, but it's exciting with new teams coming into the league, losing some teams. Hopefully the competition will be up there in every game, and it'll be a fun season.
Now, beyond the X's and O's, have you ever caught a touchdown pass or even a pass?
In practice, yeah. I catch passes in practice quite often, but never in a game situation. In high school, I got to play quarterback for a game. I was the backup, so I got to play center for the first 3 quarters, and then the last quarter, my freshman coach put me in there and just said throw it. So that's about as close as I've come to catching or throwing a touchdown pass.
You're from California, and of course, you like to surf. When was the first time you surfed?
I was a freshman in high school, or 8th grade probably. My buddy turned me on to it. We'd go out early in the mornings, about 6 o'clock, get up, and it's not cold like it is here, but the water's about 50 degrees, and you get in there, it wakes you up, and just paddling out is a workout in itself. So it's a great release, and I just really enjoy doing it.
So how does it compare? I mean, what do you do when you're an avid surfer and you live in towns like Dodge City and you were from Concordia in Minnesota? That's where you attended college, and it has to be very difficult to be able to say, hey, let's go out and surf today.
Yeah, you find different ways to pass the time. Right now, we have a workout plan with Ruck CrossFit, so that's a good time release. A lot of sleeping in, a lot of TV, just hanging out with the guys, practice. You got to find ways to stay busy in small towns like this. So really just going to the gym all the time is really what it comes down to when you're out here. So other than that, it's a blast.
Our player profile with Dodge City Law Center, Kyle McManus. I'm Tim Boulware, and you also, I'm reading your bio that you do some coaching in the off season.
Yeah, I coach at my alma mater, Redondo Union, varsity offensive and defensive line coach. That's just another way for me to just stay with football. If football was in my life, I don't know what I'd do. It's such a time commitment, and even in the off season when you're training, there's nothing like being out there on Friday nights with the guys and seeing all the hard work that goes into the week. Either come out in a win or come out in a loss, but you know that you did everything you could to prepare. So coaching is just like playing to me, except for the fact that you're on the sideline. My first game ever coaching, I got 3 penalties because I was out on the field, unknowingly was out past the numbers, and that's the hardest part, is staying on that sideline. So,
so what did you do? I guess I go back to Radio. Remember, Radio was on the field.
Yeah.
that movie. But but then you get caught out on the field. What did your head coach say to you?
He just kind of laughed. At practice, I'm always involved. I'll be out there with the kids, taking reps, showing them how to do stuff properly. And the first game, I just lost my head. And I was yelling at kids, trying to get kids lined up the right way. And the ref gave me like 5 warnings through 3 penalties. And then finally my coach was like, you go out there again. I can't have you coaching. So it was a learning process, definitely a learning process.
See, that player mentality comes in. You just don't notice the white line. You think you're supposed to step over it.
Right. And I've always played anywhere I've been, so I've never been that guy on the sideline unless it's, obviously defense. So it's real difficult for me to stay back out of the game.
How does coaching make you a better player?
It helps me see the game from a different perspective. When you're out there playing, especially in this league, you're in the middle of it all the time. It's always, you got a guy head up on you. When you're out on the sideline, you see the whole game. You don't just see, what your responsibilities are. You see how everybody working together makes the whole thing mesh. And I think it's really helped my game out tremendously because I see the game differently now that I've been coaching for 4 years. I see the bigger picture more than just did I win or did I lose.
That's Kyle McManus, center for the Dodge City Law. We'll do right now is come back after a 2-minute break, set the stage for the second half. Also go over a little bit of the Dodge City Law schedule at the beginning of the year. 2 weeks from tonight, they'll have their home opener and season opener against the Amarillo Venom in the new Champions Indoor Football. I'm Tim Boulware, along with Kirk Hutchinson here from United Wireless Arena. 2-minute break and back with more on C98.
KC's Cowtown Club, best food in the West. When your hungry lunch is ready, better come and get it. We got something cooking just for you. Better hoof it on over for a down-home dinner. Stopping at the poorhouse for a brew. KC's Cowtown Club, best food in the West.
Dr. Ryan Lemkuehler is proud of his Dodge City roots. Dr. Lemkuehler is a general dentist with advanced training in implants, bone grafting, and endodontics. Dr. Ryan and his staff take the time to listen to your concerns and explain your unique diagnosis and make recommendations for your oral health. Insurance claims are filed for you and financing is available. Call 620-371-6630. See LemkuehlerDental.com or Lemkuehler Dental on Facebook to request an appointment.
This is Dr. Ryan Lemkuehler, and I invite you to call and make an appointment today.
Dr. Kai at Medical Heights Medical Center is a certified civil surgeon, and he is qualified to perform the medical examination form I-693 for the permanent residency. Immigration physicals are available Monday mornings at Medical Heights Medical Center. Call to schedule your appointment today. 620-227-3141. That's 620-227-3141. Medical Heights Medical Center, where they treat you like family.
Moppin's truck parts, they keep me on the road. They've got the parts and the know-how to keep me running smooth. And a great selection of trucks, new and used. They've been taking care of truckers since 1935. Moppin's, they always get it right. Quality parts and service, affordable prices. Moppin's truck parts, they keep me on the road.
Return to United Wireless Arena. Second half about 2 minutes away. 26-0. Law with a lead against the Four-State Fusion. And we'll take a look at the schedule for the Dodge City Law and find out how they'll shake out in beginning their first season in the Champions Indoor Football. And the Law will have, of course, hosting the Amarillo Venom. Now come up on 2 weeks from tonight. And, Law will be hosting also teams such as the next week they'll have the Sioux City Bandits in, which retention from the league they've been prior to this year for the Law. Then after their first road game, Law will be at San Angelo on March 21st, back at home on the 28th to play New Mexico. The only problem with the Law's schedule is that later on in the year they're going to have many more road games, including tough stretches at New Mexico, at the Texas Revolution on April 10th and 24th, against Wichita on May the 8th, and at the Omaha Beef last road game on May 22nd. Interesting schedule, a lot of traveling. Hope they get some. Well, they can't get frequent flyer miles, so it's all on bus, but who knows?
It's all on the road, so they've got to. I guess they get you. I don't know if you get frequent bus miles. But
I doubt it. Unless you join AAA or something.
Hopefully, it's at least a comfortable bus for them on these trips, but. It is a good league with all the teams now. You've got a lot of teams in Texas that are part of this league now, and so across the Midwest. So it's a pretty good league and a lot of different venues to play in, and some pretty good venues to play in as well.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it? And it's a great venue, as we well know. And when it's filled, it gets loud. It's only going to help the defense.
It does get loud in here, and they do everything they can to kind of pump up the crowd as well. Again, exhibition game, so it's not a full house, but it's still a decent crowd for a Saturday in February when we have a winter storm warning approaching. And there is snow out there to our north and our west, and it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it stayed north and west until much later tonight.
2 rushing touchdowns from King Jack Washington, and 2 touchdown passes from Josh Floyd. Also got a safety at mid 26-0.
Washington 3 carries in that first half, 59 yards. 2 of those went for touchdowns.
And he was with the Oklahoma Defenders last year and winning a game here in Dodge City. A tight one. That was the second week of the year.
Elijah Swin deep to receive the kick for your Dodge City.
The Law will have back
number 26,
Willie Jackson.
and 0. Mo Young. Here we go.
Here's the kickoff, and it'll be taken near side. And goes to 20, and return.
Mo Young with the return that time up to the 21-yard line.
Attention, Dodge City Law football fans. It's now time for the United Wireless call of the game.
First and 10 for the Law. Mo Young had the first touchdown of the night for Dodge City. And he had 467 receiving yards last year and 12 touchdowns. Led the team in touchdowns receiving.
Dodge City Law can score a touchdown on Mike's play call. You ready, Mike? You got it in? Here it comes.
And we'll have the team huddled up.
First down,
First and 10, Law up 26-0.
And apparently they've got a guest play caller, Mike. I don't know any more about Mike than his name from the PA announcer. Got to send in the play.
I hope it's a winner. Low snap and back to pass Floyd. Plenty of time. And throws deep down the middle of the field. Caught, touchdown!
And Mike just got a promotion as the play caller.
That was quite a touchdown strike to Lance Jackson. Right down the middle, and the Law just keeps pouring on the points. 32-0 over the Fusion.
And they start the second half the way they started the first half with a long touchdown pass from Josh Floyd. This one, a 30-yard touchdown pass.
And the thing is, when you have a play call like that as a promotion, you're not going to do a running play.
Right, that's exactly right. You don't let the guy call a running play.
Second team all conference at Maryville State in North Dakota. Here's the extra point, and it is good. A sarcastic cheer for Fralick. They are happy about the made extra point. Never will you hear an extra point get such an ovation.
Hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Try again. That is a good try. But it worked. Law up 33-0. Let's see this 1-minute break with 14:31 to go in the third quarter here on C98.
Are you tired of having to crack down on kids who use too much cell phone data? Is that monthly fight about high cell phone bills stressing you out? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. That's right, unlimited data. Switching is easy. Sounds too good to be true? Stop by United Wireless today and see for yourself how much you can save with the $29.99 unlimited nationwide data plan from United Wireless. See store for details.
They say the best things in life are free. With a Freedom checking account from Credit Union of Dodge City, you are free to do what you want. No monthly service fees. First book of checks, free. First debit card order, free. Online banking, mobile banking, and bill paying service, all for free. Visit us online at cudodge.com or stop by any of our 3 convenient locations to open your new Freedom checking account today. It's your money. Use it freely. Credit Union of Dodge City. Community people you know. Member NCUA. Some restrictions do apply.
And we're back at the return. A nice one all the way out to midfield. And it's running it with Milton Patton, the wide receiver and safety for the State Fusion.
Jeffrey Cameron there to get the stop on the return for the Dodge City Law, but the Fusion will be sent up right at about midfield for their first drive of the second half.
Your third quarter action tonight is
That's probably the best starting field position they've had since back in the first quarter. Let's see what they can do now. They have the matchup tonight between Bryant Benson, the running back for the Fusion, and his brother Brandon Benson of the Law. Brandon's the older brother, but Benson, after the first few carries of the game for the Fusion, hasn't been much in the game, and Brandon's been pretty quiet.
13 carries, 24 yards for Bryant Benson.
He's in the backfield now. It's the quarterback approach. Barking out the signals in Rector, and another snap which went right of the quarterback. He had to fall back on it at the 15, and a loss of 10 yards.
Second bad snap that they've had. The first one resulted in a safety back in the first half. This one sets them back 9 yards.
Here's your replay of it, too. I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if I had
second 19.
rolling over the top of me, I think I'd knock the ball down, too.
Now their long snapper is 63 A.J. Eves, and he's in for the injured Joe Helms. Low snap. Right around these, Rector will roll out to the right and by the boards, and he'll go out himself. Then will be shoved down as trying to get to him was Hugh Collins.
Looked like Julian Welch was over there as well.
Loss of
chasing him down.
13 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Law up 33-0 on the touchdown pass. Third of the night by Floyd. And his first time connecting with Lance Jackson. 35-yarder. Third and 22.
Well, the Law starting like they did in the ball game first half defensively. Again, very aggressive, very quick. Just not giving the Fusion the opportunity to really set up anything on offense.
Third and 22 for the Fusion. Back to pass and a little wobbler down the field and out of the reach of the diving attempt by James Kurtz. Inside the 10. The pass led him a little bit. Rector had it right on the money. That could have been for a big play or even a score.
Just led him a little bit too much, but again, good coverage by the Law back deep, and Kurtz just couldn't chase that one down.
Love was on coverage. And we have 4th and 22 for the Fusion. Under 12 to go in the third quarter, and Dodge City up 33-0. 12-0 at the end of the first, 26-0 at half, and 33-0 now.
Fourth down, no punting in this game. You got to go for it. So Fusion in danger of giving the Law a terrific field position.
Yes, Rector will take the snap from Eves. Back to pass off the right, hip pressure up the middle, the throw over the middle, and incomplete, short hopping Sterling, who is zeroing in on an interception. He already had a pass deflected tonight, turnover on downs, and right back to the Dodge City Law.
And Sterling had the best shot at that football. It was just thrown down the middle. No Fusion receivers really in range of that time. So again, great defense by the Law, and the Fusion shut out pretty quickly. And the Law sitting now inside the 15-yard line. They're in pretty good shape to go in and get another score.
Central Station Bar and Grill is your home of the best and only mesquite grill in town.
1st and 10. Law leading 33-0.
Stop by Central Station Bar and Grill located in
have players in like Larry Walls, who's a wide receiver. Also Chris Johnson. Lance Jackson caught in the last touchdown reception. He'll actually run off. He was in the huddle, but they're not going to call a flag. Floyd remains in the game. He has 3 touchdown passes. McManus will deliver the ball from the center position at the 13. Play clock at 6. Move in motion up for the right, and a handoff right as run the ball inside the 10. Good job keeping his balance from Willie Jackson from Bethel University, and almost ran for enough on to get to the 7. So that will be a rush once again 7 yards, 2nd and 3.
Good job moving off to the right. Good blocking. Again, the offensive line has been very effective for the Law tonight, as much as the defensive line has been on the other side of the ball for them. So they've really worked at both sides of the football tonight, both offensively and defensively.
Antoine Jackson on a stop for the Fusion. 10:30 remains in the third quarter. Law up 33-0. 2 wideouts left. And we'll have Floyd looking on. Tailback, Willie Jackson. Fake give as the rollout left, couple of steps to throw, and wide open into the end zone, touchdown. Pulled in by Mac Randall. Offensive lineman can now catch the ball in this league, the new league for the Law. And Randall, the big guy, will never have a bigger moment.
And he was set up. He was set up there as the just off the line of scrimmage as the eligible receiver, and he just wandered into the end zone, turned around, and there was the football.
Your touchdown sponsored by
6'7", 375 pounds, and all of them just bursting with pride right now.
And let's see if we can get the extra point down again.
Freilich with the extra point. Law up 39-0 on the Fusion. Here's the snap, and the ball been placed down. Whistles all around.
So we get to do this all over again.
False start. Number 7, the offense. 5-yard penalty. By rule, the try will be from the 7-yard line.
Well, so they'll move back to the 7. Certainly how Freilich struggled tonight. May not matter, but he made his last one. So let's hope for good things here.
He did make the last one. They'll try it again.
Comes from the hold of Cashman Thomas. Snap, hold, placed down by Thomas. Kick it is up, and it is just off to the left.
He had the distance that time, but just not on target.
And that'll be the way that drive wraps up with 10:17 to go in the third quarter. Law up 39-0 on the Fusion. Let's take a 1-minute break here on Z98.
We have another Mr. Trevor Freilich kicking off for your Dodge City Law.
Freilich will kick off, and Nesbitt take the ball. Well, they're going to try to kick by him, and it went against the boards. Well, that'll be a touchback from the spot where it went out.
Well, Freilich still so it'll be there at about the 10-yard line. Freilich's still kind of struggling with the kicks tonight. And that would be the only thing you could look at and say, well, that didn't go very well for the Law.
Fort State Fusion will be in the league in 2 years, at least they plan to. They've been invited, according to sources, into the league. But you have to wait until their arena is completed in 2017. Considering what Joplin, Missouri has gone through with a tornado just a few years ago, that has to be quite a project and a lot of money being invested in that area.
See what the Fusion can do. Corey Rector, the quarterback, just 5 out of 13, 28 yards, and he's thrown 2 picks in the ball game so far.
Under 10 to go in the third quarter. And Rector trying to get himself well established. Run up the middle by Vincent. It crosses the 10 and out to the 12, possibly the 13-yard line.
Welch was there, Green was there for the stop, and also looked like Rico Brooks was there as well.
I find it funny, you know, they talk about Brian Vincent, the younger brother of Brandon Vincent of Dodge City playing against each other tonight. Now on the field at the same time, they're both on offense. High snap pulled down, and it's Rector will try to move out to the left, and they'll flag him down. Good job on the pursuit by Julian Welsh.
Good defense again, and there's a flag down.
Well, what's interesting,
Number 8 defense.
and they had a player blitzing that wasn't supposed to. Got to indicate with your hand who's blitzing.
You can't blitz from the outside. You have to blitz up the gaps between the tackles.
Yep.
And so they get called for at that time.
Just go back to the Pro Bowl, although they do allow blitzing in this game. But it's interesting that they talked about it with their head coach Marvin Frost of the Fusion about the rivalry between the two brothers, the Vincent brothers. He's like, no, they're not talking much, but their mother is. Second and 2 from the 18, their own territory, as Rector will call for the ball. And a high snap once again. It caroms to Vincent. He'll run right and across the 20 to 21-yard line.
Exactly the way it was drawn up.
Yes, it is.
Exactly the way the coach drew that one up.
Sam Weiss would have been proud.
Have that ricochet off your hands to the running back.
Brian Vincent on the carry. Have you ever seen a
Vincent now 15 carries and just 30 yards rushing in the ball game. So he's just averaging 2 yards a carry.
I mean, a tackle by Rico Brooks, but that is interesting. Vincent can turn something out of nothing, and we give him a lot of credit for being able to make that 3-yard play. 8:35 to go. The clock continues to spin down. Third quarter. Law up 39-0. 12-0 at the end of the first. 26-0 end of 2, and 39-0 here in the third. They give off right and across midfield, 20-yard line, and that's down at the 15.
Damon Hare
as well. That's Damon Hare. 5'9", 220-pounder. First and 10.
On the tackle was Q Collins, among others, for your Dodge.
Collins made the stop. So many Collins on this team, and just goes by Q. Probably easier sometimes to say than Quinchad. The first and 10 from the 16. Back to pass looking. And Richter will throw an incomplete, batted out from behind by Love, and knocking it away from Glover's hands inside the 15. Good for 3. Had Glover held on to the ball.
And Luvon Green did a good job putting the pressure on Rector again that time. Good rush by him. And again, great play up front by the Dodge City Law.
2nd and 10. 7:18 to go in the third quarter. Wideout will go each side. Fusion down 39-0 to the Law. Running back lined up to the right side. And Hare. And they'll give to Hare as a run to 15 here. The crunching of the helmets and all the way inside the 15 to the 14 on a rush of 2. Hare is helped out.
That time, ladies and gentlemen, a combination of
nice job on a stop by Q Collins.
Put the head down on Jock Hare.
3rd down and 8. Fusion looking for their first points of the night. They've been inside the 20-yard line of the Law 4 times and haven't come up with any points. 3rd and 8. As Richter will go, take the snap, the shotgun and hand off up the middle, and Vincent angling right to the 10, spun down at the 9 by the numbers. Picking up on the stop was Cameron for the Law on a 4th and 2. Gained 6, needed 8.
Yeah, that's one of the better carries Vincent's had in the second half so far.
2 yards. Let's get on our feet.
Go down to 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Law up 39-0. Wideout goes each side. The right Glover, left Kurtz. Law will have the 3 up front. And barking out the signals, Rector. So back up with a running back split behind him, including Hare and Vincent. Back to pass and looking left for the end zone. Has time, pressure from the blind side, throw the ball out of bounds and out of the back of the end zone. And putting on the pressure late was Julian Welsh. He did a great job on the quarterback who had to toss it out Rector. And once again, a drive thwarted by the Law defense.
Well, and you're playing on a small field. There's just not a lot of room for people to maneuver out there. And if your receivers don't get open quickly, they may never get open. And that time he just had to basically throw it away. And the folks down there in the far corner away from us in the end zone there, set up at the tables, they're having the opportunity to catch footballs down there. They've had a couple of them thrown to them.
4 touchdown passes from Floyd, 2 touchdown runs from King Jack Washington. And a 39-0 lead for the Law with 5:30 to go. Clock's already spun in motion. Huddle up, dressed in the gray helmets, gray pants. Eligible receiver indicates hand up, sheared. Played only defense last year, Floyd. With the 2-minute motion running up, wide receivers right, and the look and the play action, the throw deep down the right side, and intercepted. Did he hold on? Yes, and a leaping pick by Elijah Swin, ball slightly underthrown, intending it for Lance Jackson, who already pulled in a touchdown pass earlier in the quarter, and the first pick of Floyd this year.
And Swin back there, he anticipated that one, got in front of the receiver, and picked that one off, so good defensive effort. But they have the ball down at the 5-yard line, so the Law with a chance to make a play defensively now after the Fusion takeover on an interception, and as you said, the first pick thrown by Floyd tonight.
They called that a touchback. That's why it went back, so it moves up to the 5. 5:07 to go in the third quarter, and the Fusion get their first turnover, trailing Dodge City 39-0. 2 weeks from tonight against the Amarillo Venom. I don't know if George Strait's going to be singing Amarillo by Morning before that game.
I got nothing to add to that.
And I probably don't either at this late hour. And off goes right, and Vincent able to get across the 10 to the 11. He's tripped up shoestring tackle by Courtney Sanders.
Good tackle over there as Vincent looked like he had room to run, and Sanders got over there to make the stop. Vincent now carrying here in the second half. He's had some positive yardage, and he's had 4 carries in the second half for 19 yards after 13 carries for 24 yards in the first half.
Well, up 39-0 with 4:12 to go here in the third quarter, 2nd and 4. Have delay game on the offense already. The clock spun out.
And that's the second time they've had the delay of game penalty called against them tonight. They just seem to be kind of out of sync, just getting a play called and getting up to the line and running it.
They haven't been working very long. Their season over is the 21st of March. It's a long way away. That's why the advance of the indoor teams on a ball that botched up on the snap and rolled out.
And we got a penalty flag. And
back in the end zone, yep. We'll have to see about that.
And Corey Rector's not having a good night. He's not enjoying himself, I don't think.
He can't leave Dodge City soon enough. They say get into Dodge. He wants to get out of Dodge. 39-0 for the Law.
Number 4 on the offense. The penalty results in a safety.
Safety.
So they'll call it a safety. He fumbled in the end zone.
Second one in the third quarter.
He fumbled in the end zone, and then he slapped the ball away, and that's what they called. I suppose on the good side, he can say, well, we didn't give up a touchdown on a fumble recovery.
It's true, but all adds up for the Law. And they, I'm sure, will be, unless they're trying to figure out more positions that they need to break down. Now, at this point, 33 players are on the roster. That will drop down to 24 before their first game. You have to have that roster set 48 hours before the first game, 2 weeks away from tonight against Amarillo. They're going to take a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Let's bow out for 1 minute with 3:49 left in the third quarter. Law 41-0 on the Fusion here on C98.
Superior Fence in Western Kansas has been providing quality fencing to Southwest Kansas for over 30 years. From vinyl fencing to chain link, you'll see that Superior Fence goes above and beyond to exceed your standards. Superior Fence has all commercial, residential, and municipal fences priced affordably so you don't have to spend a fortune. And their products and workmanship come with guarantees to back them up. When it comes to the highest quality of fencing that meets your needs and your budget, Superior Fence of Western Kansas is the one to call. Join in on all the fun at Cimarron Fun Center today. Be sure to visit their website at CimarronFunCenter.com for details about all the fun they have to offer. Their website offers details about all their activities. You can sign up for league online standings, plus their special upcoming fun events. Information about menu items, birthday parties, and more can all be found online. Bring the entire family for a fun time at Cimarron Fun Center. Learn more at CimarronFunCenter.com.
We've got a shopping cart race going on out there.
That's probably what it would look like today when everybody went to the grocery store.
Here we go.
Shopping cart race.
4, 3.
I haven't figured out the rules exactly.
I don't think we have.
Oh, we're trying to catch things falling from the... I got it. You're supposed to catch your groceries as they fall from the sky.
41-0 Law over the Fusion.
All right.
And with 3:49 to go, we want to welcome in our listeners online at WesternKansasNews.com.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was going to say, when's the milk drop? All right, you guys ready? Here we go.
And the Law up once again, 41-0 on the Fusion. Yeah, they're dropping them from the ceiling with these balloons. And I don't know what's tied to them.
Well, look like ramen noodles.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think we're catching a little takeout late. Ramen noodles out there. One of them looked like an egg carton. I hope there were no eggs in that, actually, when they dropped that time.
Well, you don't want to land it on your turf.
Corey Rector has struggled. He started out pretty well, 4 out of 5 of his first 5 passes, with 1 interception in that first quarter. And then since then, right now, he's just 5 out of 15 passing for 2 interceptions. So things not going for Corey Rector on the last possession. Ball got away from him, ended up in a safety.
Yeah, they've had bad snaps all night, and that's because their center, A.J. Eves, is moving over for Joe Helmson. That was just a disaster waiting to happen.
Right. He's obviously not as accustomed to that position. and trying to develop. As you said, they're just getting started in their preseason as they work up toward the start of their season later in March.
Yeah, when they're a month away and the Law, 2 weeks away, the Law is definitely on a lot better rhythm. But then again, I don't know. It's kind of like what we said last year against Missouri. When that team came in. What did the Law learn about themselves tonight? No disparaging on the Fusion. This was an undefeated team last year in their league and won the championship at 13-0. But I think a tougher opponent in the Fusion. But I mean, the Law solidifies some spots. But what did they learn? Or are they going to learn on the fly?
Well, that's a good point. You come into these games, you want the exhibition game not just to evaluate players. You want to see what you've learned about your team as far as what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, and so forth. And if the opponent doesn't put up much of a fight, you don't learn much.
And number 10, Dello Davis.
Collins and back deep also is Dello Davis. For the Law, the kickoff, and be taken by Love. He's at 10. He'll go up, cut off left to 20, 25, and midfield spun down by Swin.
Nice return that time up across midfield, so the Law will start with some pretty good field position.
First and 10.
You know, we need to get in good with the PA announcer because he's got a better roster than we have. He's got good numbers and names and everything. We need to get in good with him.
Girls and the Jewels, and enjoy all of the football excitement live as you help cheer on the Dodge City Law to another victory.
41-0 Law, 3:36 to go, third quarter. Gets the Fusion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Your Dodge City Law have a first down coming up.
And we'll have them break out each way.
Got some different guys out there on the offensive line now.
Yeah, let's give some other guys a turn. They hand off left and staggering forward is Willie Jackson. And he'll get all the way to, let's see here how many yards he will pick out.
It's like about 4 maybe.
Yeah, 20, so that'll be about 4. Second and 6.
Jackson's carried the ball 3 times now, 16 yards in the ball game.
And the Dodge City Law, your partners in the ag business.
Larry Walls right, Chris Johnson left. Has the wideouts, and Floyd will go out of the shotgun. And back to pass, looking, pump fakes once, throws left, and batted down, incomplete.
Floyd's pass was intended for number 26.
Right intended for Jackson, and knocked out of his hands by Brian Rogers, the DB, who comes from Missouri Southern. Now, you know count how many in Missouri Southern, right in the neighborhood for Joplin, but count how many guys from Missouri Southern they have on their team, at least a dozen.
Quite a few of them, and it's right there in Joplin, as you said. Now on that offensive line, they've got Odie Rush at center, number 55, 6'3", 292. You've got Jamar Seard, number 54, at one offensive guard. He's 6'3", 310. And Mac Randall, already mentioned him earlier, he caught a touchdown pass. He's at the right guard.
Back to pass. Floyd will look. He'll dance off right. There's a flag down, possibly for a hold. Floyd will keep his balance to the 15, cuts off right, and gets all the way to the 5 before he's pushed up against the near side board. That's a 15-yard run, but this is coming back.
Yeah, like you said, penalty flag, probably a hold.
Game on Mac Randall.
And so they will back him up. But that's some big guys out there right now. That offensive line, they're just towering over everybody else.
Dodge City Law 41, the four-state Fusion nothing. Preseason opener for the Law. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Amarillo Venom in 2 weeks from tonight.
And come on out, watch this. Enjoy some indoor football here at Dodge City at the United Wireless Arena.
Chris Johnson will be lined up right. Larry Walls, both in forward motion. Back to pass with a look. Yeah, Floyd steps up in the pocket, dances off right. He'll get to midfield, and stutter steps past him, tackler, spins him down, Dusty Bratzler. But a great run of 9 yards by Floyd, but still short. 4th and 7 coming up with 1:14 to go in the third quarter and the Law up 41-0.
Well, good job by Floyd trying to make something out of nothing that time, picking up about 9 yards. Last year he had 394 yards rushing and 16 touchdowns.
4th and 7, less than a minute to go. Floyd with 4 touchdown passes tonight, 1 pick. And Washington with 2 touchdown runs. 4th and 7 is back to pass. One hands it beyond midfield. Throws right down the middle. First down to the 9.
He's complete to number 1, January.
And January will get the reception.
And we got a flag
first down. There is a late flag. That was after the play.
Well, for January, his 3rd catch of the night.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 71, offense. 15-yard penalty in the run.
And that's Mac Randall. He can add an unnecessary roughness penalty to his touchdown catch earlier.
Well, Randall's known for that. He was suspended for 1 game last year for fighting. Randall will not back down from a fight, but it also can cause him to lose his cool at times. And I think opponents sense that. So hopefully this year, a year wiser, Randall, because he can push around anybody on the field. He's already caught a touchdown pass tonight.
First down sponsor, Dodge City Dental Care.
Final seconds drift away on the third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. They did get the first down, but right around midfield, pump fakes once. Floyd throws right and incomplete for January, right through his hands inside the 15.
And Blair Irvin, number 19, the defensive back, was going to get his money's worth of that play, though. He put a pretty good hit on January, slammed him into the boards as he was trying to catch that ball.
Mentioned about Irvin, he played in both the Rays and Rangers organizations, 5 years of minor league ball. End of the third quarter, and the Law in control, 41-0. On the four-state fusion. Let's bow out. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Come back with our 4th quarter after this on Z98.
Sure enough, here it is. Cold winter weather. You knew it would show its face, but did you prepare for it? Stewart's Plumbing and Heating of Dodge City can make winter weather more bearable. Let them check out the heating unit in your home to assure that it performs at maximum efficiency. Or better yet, let them install a new Rudd unit. The good guys in the yellow trucks are there 24/7 to keep your family safe and warm this winter. Winter generally brings some surprises. With Stewart's and Rudd on your side, the heating system in your home won't be one of them. Stewart Plumbing and Heating in Dodge City.
The National Auto Liquidators are coming to Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Choose from hundreds of surplus vehicles at unbelievable prices. Payments as low as $69 per month. Some with no payments for 90 days. And financing as low as 0%. Don't miss the massive auto liquidation at Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Today through Monday only. On approved credit, $69 payment on stock number 15512A with $1,000 down. Other exclusions apply. See dealer for complete details.
70 to end, our producer engineer. I'm Tim Mulware along with Kirk Hutchinson. And the 3 quarters, Dodge City Law leading their only exhibition game, preseason opener, 41-0 against the four-state fusion out of Joplin, Missouri. And telltale tape of the game, 12-0 at the end of the first, 26-0 at half, 41-0 at the end of 3. Law have also been able to get 2 safeties tonight, both induced by the fusion
Thanks, ladies.
high snaps.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've reached
From
our
their new
fourth
center,
quarter.
A.J. Eves.
I hear it's snowing a little bit outside.
Well, it's been quite a night for the Dodge City Law fans tonight watching this one, and they've been quite entertained.
Shotgun for Floyd as he'll look. He'll give off up the middle, and Jackson, he got pinned in and fell right against the near side boards.
Ryan Rogers for the fusion right there with a nice hard hit and a good stop.
Jesse Bratzler also on scene, but Rogers, he can hit hard, 6'2", 215. 2-yard gain on 3rd and 8 coming up.
Tonight, for your chance to hang out with the
Going
players
towards
and
us.
of the Dodge City Law football team.
41-0 Law over the fusion.
Josh Floyd now at quarterback, 7 out of 12, 129 yards, 4 touchdown passes, 1 interception.
Go out of the shotgun and looking. He'll be back to pass and throw right. It is caught by January and spun down just outside the 10.
Pass is complete to number 1, January.
Good stop by Blair Irvin.
Catch is good.
But that'll be good for a first down.
Down, ladies
4th catch by January tonight. He has 4 catches for 50 yards in the ballgame.
Almost there. I want to tell you about the red zone in just a few minutes.
And he had King Jack Washington, 2 touchdown runs, 4 receptions from January. I think it'd be a spot on this team for the Law. 1st and 10. High snap pulled down by Floyd, and a handoff. Good cutback move into the 5, keeping his balance. What a great job by Willie Jackson, and down inside the 2. That was a great run of about 9 yards.
Terrific job by Jackson. He was down once before, but he bounced up, kept his balance, took it all the way down to the 1-yard line, and it took a good tackle by Dusty Bratzler to finish him off before he got to the end zone.
Those cutback moves, you can't teach those. That's instinct.
Can you believe that? The score, 41-0.
We'll have Quentin Johnson come in as an extra, as a little beef up front.
Well, and you're going to have, it looks like we're going to have Mac Randall again, offset there. He waves his hand, I'm eligible.
Yep. And they'll go right. Jackson is plugged up. Tried to go right to the 1-yard line, and Antoine Thomas Jr.
did a good job
with the tackle. He's a free,
touchdown here.
So the fullback here, but free
That's
safety.
right, ladies and gentlemen. I can smell it. It's a coming.
Well, Jackson now 6 carries, 25 yards.
Around Dodge City, when you go outside,
most of his carries coming here in the second half.
It smells like money, right? I smell
3rd down and 1, or in essence goal to go from the 1.
There's Mac Randall again, set up in a position to be the eligible receiver.
Wide out left play action fake. Floyd trying to take a defender one-on-one, but will be tackled at the 4, and a great job by Elijah Swin. He would not let go from his cornerback position, and the run was a loss of 3 for Josh Floyd.
Yeah, good defense that time by Swin, and he got some help from Brian Rogers as well over there, but great defensive effort that time. And so it brings up a 4th down for the Law to try to punch this one in here. Looked like they were set up for an easy touchdown. They had 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
11:40 to go in the game. Law up 41-0. They'll go for it. Trying to stick it in. And Chris Johnson a wide out left. And Floyd get the ball and looking back to pass. Rush rolls out to the right and throws. Batted down and incomplete by Dusty Bratzler at the 5-yard line. And great pursuit also by Antoine Thomas. He was on the rush of the quarterback, caused him to be flushed out of the pocket, and the throw was batted down. So it goes back to the Fusion. They are down 41-0 with 11:22 to go.
Well, good defensive stand by the Fusion that time. It was 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line, and they keep the Law out of the end zone. So good job by the Fusion, and see if that can ignite them offensively so they can try to get something on the board. They're being shut out here, and you certainly don't want to come all this way to Dodge City and go home after a shutout.
Inside the 5-yard line.
No, that would be a long drive. I think they're staying the night. They can sulk on it a little bit.
Looks like we got a new quarterback.
That'll be Patrick Hughes.
Back in just a minute. Now the Fusion will take off with a 1st down.
So he'll take over for Corey Rector. Hughes will look with running back to his right side, and that's Hare. A handoff left to the other running back who's able to score him through. Nesbitt has some good speed and goes across the 15 to the 16, then spins the ball down on a rush of 11.
Good job that time as they got. He was very, very quick. Got out there, got the ball, and took off. Pick up the 11 yards.
Wide out goes each side. Hughes will go out of shotgun. Hare to his left. 1st and 10 from the 15, and they give up the middle, and there's Nesbitt as he angles right cross midfield and down to the 22.
And again, another good run by Nesbitt that time. Very quick hitter. He got off on the right side that time and got a hole up there and took off.
13-yard rush with Thomas on the stop. 1st and 10, Fusion in Law territory at the 22. And they give a right Nesbitt, and it'll be tripped up as he goes to the 20 beneath the numbers. A good stop put on by Rico Brooks.
Again, Rico Brooks diving in there to make that stop. Good job by him. Picked up a yard on the carry that time, but Nesbitt not able to get outside where he could make anything happen. Pretty quick, and he was able to get some holes on his first 2 carries. But this is what they did earlier in the game. The Fusion would pick up a couple of good runs, and then the Law kind of set up how they needed to defend that, and they would shut the running game down.
41-0 for the Law. 9:48 to go in the fourth quarter.
Quite a show out here tonight by the Law, both offensively and defensively.
And they've been textbook. Way you play the indoor game. Give Wright Vincent back in. He's to the 20, and he breaks a couple of tackles. He gets to the 18, rushing for 3 yards.
Looked like Brooks was the first one to hit him. He broke that tackle and then pushed forward. So good hard running by Vincent that time. He's been their primary ball carrier, and he's had a couple of really good runs, but otherwise he's just fought for a couple of yards here and there.
9:12 to go in the fourth. Law up 41-0. And we'll have White out each side as Hughes having some success in taking over for Corey Rector, the starter of the Fusion. And so he'll be lined up right, White out, running back left, Nesbitt. Play clock at 3 as the snap comes. And look, handoff left, little counter to Vincent. He's to the 15 and staggers forward, gets to the 11, where he's banged up against the boards by Cameron.
Avoided one tackle there after about 3 yards. Did a nice job to pick up a total of 7 yards on that carry. So Vincent running pretty hard. But again, as you mentioned, running the little counter play that time, just trying to find something. They don't throw the ball as much, or that Hughes hasn't thrown a pass yet. They've just been relying on the running game, but that's been pretty much their offense most of the night, is hand the ball off.
8:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Law up 41-0. Hughes will bark out the signals. 1st and 10 from the Law 11. And to give to Vincent, they'll go left back right, and it cuts back left, slips a tackle, and gets all the way to the 6, and rushing for 5 yards.
Good job by Vincent to break that first tackle in the backfield. He slipped past that, and then he was able to pick up the yardage he needed. It's almost like a guy going for a layup, letting the defender fly by him, and then getting the easy basket.
2nd and 5, less than 8 to go here from United Wireless Arena. Law in the preseason opener up 41-0, where they get ready for the Amarillo Venom 2 weeks from tonight. A reminder, the Dodge City Law Coaches Show premieres on March 3rd. From Casey's Cowtown in Dodge City, 2nd and 5. Hughes will survey the defense. Rushing 3 and 2 in back of them are the linebackers. They give left. Oh, and what a pursuit and a stop down. And it's a lap up from Welch again by the Law.
The entire defensive line was right there. What a job they did that time for the 5-yard loss on Nesbitt. He didn't have a chance that time. There was no opening there whatsoever.
Dodge City Law 41-0 with 7 minutes to go. And it's 3rd and 9 as the crowd continues to cheer on their team to get a shutout.
Well, and you know, if you're the defense for the Law, you're playing for that right now. We've got the game won. Let's pitch a shutout.
Hughes calls for the ball, turns and rolls out right all alone. He'll take it off the edge and knocked down at the 5, fumbled the ball and picked up by Jacob Williams, but he is slammed against the near side boards at the 7.
Williams did a good job of picking up that loose ball after Hughes was hit hard and fumbled the ball, but now it's 4th down.
Thomas calls the fumble with 4th and 6. 6:19 to go here in the fourth. And the clock winds down, under 6 to go.
Well, once again, a good show by the Dodge City Law out here tonight. Come on out this season. Make sure you catch a home game of the Dodge City Law. Check out some indoor football action. They make it a lot of fun to watch the game, but they also make it a lot of fun just to be here.
It's a lot more fun leading, too. And give to Vincent on the 4th and 6, and he plugs up the hole, and another stop by Welch.
He was looking at Welch, and he didn't know what to do. He stuttered left, stuttered right, stuttered left, stuttered right, and Welch just wrapped him up and said, "We're done." Laid out right here.
And probably was the right move. Don't try to resist. As they used to say with the board, resistance is futile.
It was that time for Vincent.
5:44 left, and the Dodge City Law up 41-0. We're going to bow out. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll come back with the final 5:44 here from United Wireless Arena here on C98.
City, Cattletown at birth, Cattletown today, a town that loves a great steak. Central Station Club and Grill embraces that tradition with the highest quality, most tender and mouth-watering mesquite grilled steaks in the area. Sirloins, filet mignon, Casey strips, and the tantalizing Central Station ribeye. A 12-ounce ribeye basted with the station's secret signature sauce and flame-kissed to perfection over ember-glowing aromatic mesquite wood for the most unbelievable flavor you can find. There's nothing better at Central Station Club and Grill, 207 East Wyatt Earp Boulevard in Dodge City.
If lunch has gotten to be the same old thing day after day, change it up with the Pizza Hut buffet. You could try a variety of different pizzas on the buffet, not to mention the salads, breadsticks, pasta, and even dessert pizza and Cinesticks. Add some variety to your lunch hour. The Pizza Hut buffet, it's affordable and quick. Pizza Hut, with 2 locations with delivery in Dodge City and Garden City, 1 location with delivery in Scott City and Ulysses, and 1 location in Hugoton.
Well, we move forward, 1st and 10, and the give off right. Oh, that was a big hole up the middle, and a good run by
looked like Washington
Jack
again.
Washington. Yeah, he's back into the game. Had 2 touchdowns back in the second quarter.
Washington with now 4 carries, 71 yards, and the 2 touchdown runs in that second quarter.
And a 34 and a 14-yarder. And Floyd will survey as he remains in the game. 2nd and 2 with 5:07 left. Takes a snap around his right knee, throwing a deep ball down the toward the O-line and caught in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Just Floyd to number 5, James Cameron.
James Cameron gets the touchdown, and with 4:58 to go in the fourth quarter.
That guy's got a vertical of 5 feet. That's why he's got number 5.
And it's all law, 47-0.
Well, what a pass. And again, Josh Floyd, he has completed now 8 passes tonight, and 5 of them have gone for touchdowns tonight. So again, a terrific job by him and James Cameron with the touchdown catch tonight.
I give a lot of congratulations to Cameron. Business management major, went to Jacksonville State, Tablet Junior College. Frederick with the extra point.
And he hit another one.
Yeah, you can hear that cheer. 48-0 your score. Law leads over the Fusion. 4:58 left on Z98.
KC's Cowtown Club, best food in the West. When your hungry lunch is ready, better come and get it. We got something cooking just for you. Better hoof it on over for a down-home dinner. Stopping at the poorhouse for a brew. KC's Cowtown Club, best food in the West.
Dr. Ryan Lemkuehler is proud of his Dodge City roots. Dr. Lemkuehler is a general dentist with advanced training in implants, bone grafting, and endodontics. Dr. Ryan and his staff take the time to listen to your concerns and explain your unique diagnosis and make recommendations for your oral health. Insurance claims are filed for you and financing is available. Call 620-371-6630. See LemkuehlerDental.com or Lemkuehler Dental on Facebook to request an appointment.
This is Dr. Ryan Lemkuehler, and I invite you to call and make an appointment today.
We're back, and Law getting a touchdown from Cameron reception. The ball bounded around and off the boards. Now, I don't know what they're doing with Josh Floyd throwing that deep anyway, but they allow a guy who hasn't had a lot of playing time, Cameron, to be the reception, but
right
at this point it's kind of academic.
Yeah, but Floyd again on the night, he's completed 9 passes and 5 of those for touchdowns tonight, so he's had a heck of a night throwing the football. I guess that's what you call efficient.
Casey's Cowtown is located at 503.
4:49 left.
And it's your place to go in Dodge City. Hands down the best American cuisine. And if you're craving,
Let's see what the Fusion can do. So far, the Law pitching a shutout, and that ball went on the boards, out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Hughes, the quarterback again.
Yeah, he took over in the last series for Rector. And we'll look as they give off left, and trying to push the pile through.
Looked like Edward Johnson.
Yep. O'Fallon High School.
That's E.J. Johnson.
2nd and 9.
35 years, Kitchens Incorporated has been
Not many run yards given up by the Lawn, and they were second best in Champions Professional Indoor Football League last year against the run. Imagine they'll be pretty close to that or the top of the heap this year.
Well, Johnson came in the second quarter to carry the football, had a 20-yard run on his first carry, and then he's been pretty well bottled up since then on subsequent carries. 5 carries now for just 27 yards.
And we'll look, shotgun with Patrick Hughes. And he'll look and throw over to right and bat it around. And
look at that.
Interception off the reflection. Oh, what a job by Welch. Batted up from
Looked like
Sanders. And yeah, that was a great job.
And Welch just diving forward to pick that one off the turf. What an interception he made right there. What a play.
For all of your computer repair needs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, next time that you're at Liberal,
well, now Patrick Hughes has something in common with Corey Rector. He's thrown an interception.
Specializing in great food, cold drinks, and of course, a great time. Again, that's Billy's Restaurant.
And that was his first pass attempt.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, over 40.
And so we got 3.5 minutes to go, and the Law set up to score again if they want to. And the defense has pretty much done its job. They've pitched a shutout.
I'll tell you what, we're going down one night to the Bud Light Beer Garden down there on one end zone.
I think we need to be watching the game from down there.
Yeah, I would say
it's a great spot.
Yeah. Plus, you could have a souvenir football at the end of the night. Well, Floyd and his team goes to work. Third pick by the Law tonight. First one of Hughes. They give right, and there's Carson, who haven't seen since the first quarter, and he gets to the 10, inside of 10 to 9, pushing it some boards. Carson then has a word with Elijah Swint with a nice rush, and that's right there, another first down.
Good 10-yard run by Carson. Like you said, we hadn't seen him carry the ball since the first quarter. He's got 4 carries for 44 yards now.
And what really would consider mop-up time, all up 48-0.
Yeah, I think we'd call it mop-up time.
McManus has been working center all night. And the snap and goes to Carson, goes left, and he's there, 9 yards, touchdown.
Well, now he's got a touchdown to add to the resume tonight after that.
54-0 loss. Carson goes to midfield, one knee, says a prayer, and does a thumbs up to the crowd.
And that was way too easy. Again, the Law doing a great job blocking. They've controlled the line tonight offensively and defensively. They opened a big hole. Carson did the rest. And now the adventure of the night, the point after. He's 2 for 7 so far.
I think the adventure of the night will be the drive home. And we have Freilich with the extra point. A hold from Mo Young, who wears 0 on our roster. Snap, hold placed down. The kick it is up. And it is good. 2 in a row for Freilich. 55-0 your score. Law leads. 2:30 to go. Let's bow out for this 1-minute break on Z98.
Moppin's Truck Parts, they keep me on the road. They've got the parts and the know-how to keep me running smooth. And a great selection of trucks, new and used. They've been taking care of truckers since 1935. Moppin's, they always get it right. Quality parts and service, affordable prices. Moppin's Truck Parts, they keep me on the road.
Dr. Kai at Medical Heights Medical Center is a certified civil surgeon, and he is qualified to perform the medical examination form I-693 for the permanent residency. Immigration physicals are available Monday mornings at Medical Heights Medical Center. Call to schedule your appointment today. 620-227-3141. That's 620-227-3141. Medical Heights Medical Center, where they treat you like family.
Law leads 55-0 over the Fusion with 2:30 to go here from United Wireless Arena. Gunpowder Girls. We haven't mentioned them, but they do a great job, and the routines are well rehearsed. They put a lot of work into it. Here's the kickoff from Freilich. He'll leave it short, and it'll be taken by Nesbitt. So tries to walk, at least work around a block and get to the 19 as he fades off left. That's where he's brought down with 2:19 to go.
I'm not sure what he was waiting for. As he was, I guess he was waiting for it to develop, but it's not going to develop. They're coming right at you, so you need to be running right upfield.
Ball up 55-0.
We have you covered again. That's
2:19 to go.
Proud partners of the Dodge City Law and
well, and if you are going out and you're leaving the arena, you may have us on the radio or you have your mobile app on you. Be very careful because the snow is falling.
The snow is moving into southwest Kansas and over north of Garden City. KDOT's starting to show some snow on the roads out there and some conditions. And if you go out to candrive.org, you get the opportunity to see for yourself what it's starting to look like out there.
I want to build a snowman tomorrow. Snowman, all right.
If you start singing, we're done.
What do you think? We're going to sing Frosty? That's only during Christmas time. It's fair. Hughes will go out of shotgun. 2 wideouts each side. 1st and 10 inside their own 20 for the Fusion. Down 55-0. Spinning clock to 140. Hughes barks out the signals and looking left. A little short out and caught around the 23-yard line. Immediate tackle by Freeze.
Jacob Williams made the catch, but just again a very short catch that time. Picked up about 3 yards.
Media timeout.
They're going to give immediate timeout. So why don't we do what we've been asked to do and take a timeout. Ball up 55-0 over the Fusion. 1:30 to go here from United Wireless Arena, wrapping up the preseason schedule here on C98.
Are you tired of having to crack down on kids who use too much cell phone data? Is that monthly fight about high cell phone bills stressing you out? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. That's right, unlimited data. Switching is easy. Sound too good to be true? Stop by United Wireless today and see for yourself how much you can save with the $29.99 unlimited nationwide data plan from United Wireless. See store for details.
They say the best things in life are free. With a Freedom checking account from Credit Union of Dodge City, you're free to do what you want. No monthly service fees. First book of checks, free. First debit card order, free. Online banking, mobile banking, and bill paying service, all for free. Visit us online at cudodge.com or stop by any of our 3 convenient locations to open your new Freedom checking account today. It's your money. Use it freely. Credit Union of Dodge City. Community people you know. Member NCUA. Some restrictions do apply.
You want to get some goal now?
1:30 to go here from United Wireless Arena. The preseason opener for the Law. Very successful, up 55-0. What do you have for Josh Floyd's numbers?
Josh Floyd tonight, he completed 9 passes out of 15 attempts tonight. He's got 1 interception. He's got the 5 touchdown passes and 174 yards passing.
Including the one to Mac Randall. I think that's the biggest one tonight.
Yeah.
If you throw a guy at 375 and he puts it in.
It was the biggest catch of the night easily.
Yeah. That story's going to get bigger and bigger as Randall gets older. Believe me. 1:30 to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Fusion. 2 lined up each side. And Hughes, the quarterback, will look left. He'll throw the ball down the field and almost an over-the-shoulder interception. Try to zero in on it.
James Kurtz was the intended receiver, I think, but he was overthrown by at least 5 yards.
2nd and 7 with 1:25 to go.
Hughes now 1 for 3, 1 INT, 1 completion for 3 yards.
Well, 55-0.
3 picks tonight by the Dodge City Law. They've just they've been everywhere. They've forced a couple of safeties. Defense has been impressive.
Coach Marvin Frost had a little talking to with his team. I think it's well over for that. 3rd and 7 with Hughes. The give off. Hare goes right and slammed down at the 20 and also losing his helmet with Mike Billingsley.
Billingsley didn't need the helmet, I guess. He made the hit and kept pushing.
Sponsored by number.
He's got the nice mohawk, but he'll have to jog off for this play because he lost his helmet. And Quentin Johnson will take over.
And it's another 4th down again for the Fusion.
We are proud of our heritage and excited about the future. That's Victor L. Phillips, your premier Midwest construction equipment source. Ladies and gentlemen, your 3rd down sponsor was Victory Electric. Here's a 4th down.
4th and 9. This should do it less than 55 seconds to go. Hughes will survey and hoping to get the Fusion some points before the end of the night. And he'll turn and hand off to Nesbitt as he'll go forward to the 24. That is short of the first down. They'll turn the ball over in Nouns, and the Law can wind out the final seconds. One of the players, Quentin Johnson, got tangled up with the official, and they almost did the Texas two-step.
Well, the Law now, we just got 43 seconds. Let's see if the Law want to go for another touchdown. Who have we got that hasn't had a chance to score a touchdown yet?
We've got 43 seconds to do it right here.
I don't know. We might start grabbing people from the stands here. If a guy can make a play call and get a touchdown out of it.
There you go.
First play of the second half, then it can
That's
have
a new promotion right there.
Well, they actually had it last year. They had a drawing through the Chamber of Commerce where someone did actually play a couple downs.
I think for a lot of folks, when you get out there and you get that opportunity, you look back and you're sitting on the sideline, yeah, I could do that. You get out there, it might not be quite so easy.
And they'll put the knee down, and that will just about do it. Fusion, if they're wise, will not take the timeouts, and they do put the knee down with 38 seconds. They'll have to do it one more time before the end of the night.
All right, Cal, let's remind everybody after the game, you can come on down to the football field. We're going to be down there.
The Law will allow you to do autographs and take pictures with the players at the end of the game.
The only request they had was please don't jump over the sidewall if you go down there. We've got a little more of a leap from up here.
Yeah, no way we're surviving that. Final seconds drift away. The Law wins 55-0 and a shutout of the Forest State Fusion. We'll do right now is take a 3-minute break. We'll come back with our post-game show here on Z98, WesternKansasNews.com.
City Law is nothing compared to the stress of raising 6 kids. So when I got the chance to run on the beach during a Jamaican cruise, I grabbed it. Unfortunately, all it took was one misstep, and I felt my Achilles snap. As soon as we got home, I went straight to our team physician, Dr. Ashbeck at Western Plains Medical Complex. I had an MRI in the morning, went into surgery that afternoon, and was home by dinner. Not only does Dr. Ashbeck keep my guys on the field, but he keeps me on my game. So take it from me
and follow
the
snap,
law.
looking plenty of time, right by the goal line, throws it deep.
You know, when it comes to professional pool care, there really is a difference. As your local BioGuard dealer and Spa Care Pro, Austin Pools is always prepared. Here's how. A wealth of spa care knowledge? Check. A wide range of proven BioGuard products in stock? Check. Computerized water testing? Check. An economical plan tailored to your spa's specific needs? Check. Isn't it nice to know they'll always be there, ready to address and anticipate your every need? So visit Austin Pools in Dodge City today and see for yourself why there's nothing like dealing with a true spa pro. Austin Pools in Dodge City.
Superior Fence of Western Kansas has been providing quality fencing to Southwest Kansas for over 30 years. From vinyl fencing to chain link, you'll see that Superior Fence goes above and beyond to exceed your standards. Superior Fence has all commercial, residential, and municipal fences priced affordably so you don't have to spend a fortune. And their products and workmanship come with guarantees to back them up. When it comes to the highest quality of fencing that meets your needs and your budget, Superior Fence of Western Kansas is the one to call. Join in on all the fun at Cimarron Fun Center today. Be sure to visit their website at CimarronFunCenter.com for details about all the fun they have to offer. Their website offers details about all their activities. You can sign up for league online standings, plus their special upcoming fun events. Information about menu items, birthday parties, and more can all be found online. Bring the entire family for a fun time at Cimarron Fun Center. Learn more at CimarronFunCenter.com.
Sure enough, here it is, cold winter weather.
You knew it would show its face, but did you prepare for it? Stewart's Plumbing and Heating of Dodge City can make winter weather more bearable. Let them check out the heating unit in your home to assure that it performs at maximum efficiency. Or better yet, let them install a new Rudd unit. The good guys in the yellow trucks are there 24/7 to keep your family safe and warm this winter. Winter generally brings some surprises. With Stewart and Rudd on your side, the heating system in your home won't be one of them. Stewart Plumbing and Heating in Dodge City.
The National Auto Liquidators are coming to Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Choose from hundreds of surplus vehicles at unbelievable prices. Payments as low as $69 per month. Some with no payments for 90 days. And financing as low as 0%. Don't miss the massive auto liquidation at Lewis Toyota of Dodge City. Today through Monday only.
We're back from United Wireless Arena. Law wins 55-0 in their preseason game, their only game for the preseason before they get ready 2 weeks from tonight to battle Amarillo in opening up play in the Champions Indoor Football CIF. Fusion, they had 13-0 record last year, so they hadn't experienced a loss for 2 years. And they lost sizably tonight in their preseason opener, but they still have 4 weeks to get things together before they go back to playing the outdoor game. They play with the indoor rules, so that will be interesting for them and how they recover from tonight. Actually, I think if the Fusion make one or more plays, at least they're able to score some points in the game. But let's just face it, this defense, not only with the pass rush there, the secondary batting away passes left and right, came up with 3 interceptions.
Had the 3 interceptions, as you mentioned, by the Dodge City Law. Rector, 5 out of 15 passing, 28 yards, 2 picks. Hughes, 2 out of 3, 3 yards, and the 1 pick. And not only did they shut down the passing game, but a net 91 yards rushing for the 4-State Fusion tonight.
Let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you the drive of the game and the defensive play of the game. All coming up next. 55-0 for the Law over the Fusion. United Wireless Arena here on Z98.
Dodge City, Cattletowne and Burke. Cattletowne today.
It's all good until now. Try to say something. Makes sense.
Well, there it was. It's just this connection.
Okay.
Right there.
It's on the microphone?
Yeah, I think it's the connection on the box.
Okay.
Because now it's there. Okay.
I'll have to ask him to look at it.
If lunch has gotten to be the same old thing day after day.
Drive the game first.
Okay.
Take one more break for stats, and if they're not up here by now, then I'm not going to worry about it.
Okay.
Hey, Coach, we'll bring you up. Get out of the way here.
What's the weather like out there? Bad?
You don't want to know.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Pretty bad outside?
Yep. Here we go. Nope.
Okay.
That's what the radar looks like.
Woo. Okay. That's not blue skies.
Good day to watch film or whatever.
Yeah.
Insurance claims are filed for you and financing is available. Call 620-371-6630. See rencordental.com or Rencor Dental on Facebook to request an appointment. This is Dr. Ryan Day.
We continue with the post-game show. I'm Tim Boulware from United Wireless Arena, joined by Coach Sean Potter. Law went 55-0 over the Fusion Coach, there's not much you can say about this, but as you look at it and gauge this game, what did you learn about your team tonight?
Well, I think obviously we've got a pretty good defense, and, that's kind of carrying over from the end of the year last year and putting the guys in the right spot. And if these guys made a whole lot of plays, it's going to be very difficult to figure out which of the D linemen we're going to keep with what we did tonight. But all in all, great performance, and offensively, King Jock had a great game, so did Carson, and our receivers, caught a bunch of touchdowns. So all in all, we're happy, but, got to get better in a lot of facets of the game.
Well, adding that running back depth to help out Dominic Carson, what does that mean for you to add a guy like King Jack Washington?
Oh, well, it's just, I talk to our players and our coaches and all that stuff, and you see them at practice, and, not only we're loaded, but we're overloaded. Willie Jackson's a great athlete as well, so we've got 3 fantastic running backs that can all take it to the house, so we're definitely going to have some tough cuts there, no doubt about it.
Line play tonight. Both we'll cover the offensive line, what they were able to do.
Yeah, I think all in all the offensive line played pretty well. Obviously, we made some mistakes with not coming out and putting our hand up as a tight end. We got a new tight end rule this year, so made some of those mistakes. But all in all, I was happy with what we did. Got to look at film, but technique-wise, they did a good job. And defensive line, I can't say more about that.
How about the defense? I think the most impressive thing, look at your speed for your team. How much have you improved in that aspect from last year?
Well, I think we looked at the offseason and what we can improve on. And obviously, defensive speed is something that we looked at. And our DBs cover very well. They tackle really well. Obviously, the addition of Rico Brooks with losing Walner Leandre, is something that we needed. He's a big physical guy and can run down and make hits. And Quarterman's, probably in the best shape that he's been in a long time, and he's playing fantastic.
You're interviewing Coach Sean Ponder as Dodge City wins their exhibition game, preseason game, 55-0 over the Fusion. And Coach, you look at it, you have your roster has to be trimmed down to 24, 2 days, full 48 hours before you kick off against Amarillo. And where's some of the areas that you're going to have tough decisions?
Well, I think obviously receivers, and we've got 9 receivers, and they can all really play in defensive line. Those are the 2 positions that we're very, very deep at, and those are going to be very difficult cuts. And unfortunately, we're going to let some of these guys go, but the even worse part is we'll probably be playing against them as well.
Well, and I think that's important because, you guys make tough decisions, but also I know that you have contacts through other leagues that you would say, hey, you might want to take a look at this guy. And I know they're appreciative of that as well.
Oh, absolutely. And, having the connection with all the coaches around different leagues, when our cut days come, we make phone calls to those coaches and see if we can help the kids play someplace as much as we can. But, I tell the guys, I'm not really the one that makes the cuts. They're the one that makes the cuts on what they do on the field. And the old saying, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. We'll look at video and we'll try to evaluate some of these guys and figure it all out.
What is the most important thing that you get from a night like this to get your team ready for the first game?
Well, I think just the flow of the game. Obviously, some of these guys have never played this game before. Our fans are fantastic, and, winning games at home is what it's all about. And them just being able to kind of see the excitement and get the game going 100, full speed rather than kind of 3/4 speed of practice. And this is the first time we've ever tackled. We don't tackle at practice, so I thought our defense did a great job wrapping up and tackling when we haven't tackled in about 2 weeks or about a week. So.
A lot of people are going to see the score 55-0 and say, well, that was an easy win. Size up the Fusion and offering up an opposition for you to get ready for that first game.
Well, last year we played against a team out of Missouri, and Fusion beat them. Fusion went undefeated last year, so they're a good football team. They're very physical and do some things very well, and at times cause us problems. And our guys kind of had to bear down defensively and start making plays. So I thought it was a great test for us, and our guys definitely responded like we thought they would.
Okay, Coach Sean Ponder, good luck. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, and we're going to break right now. Let's take a 1-minute break. We come back. We'll give you the drive of the game and also the defensive play of the game coming up, and then also go over final stats from Kirk Hutchinson here from United Wireless Arena. Final score of the preseason game from the UW Arena. It's the Law 55 and the Fusion nothing here on Z98.